Who's on intro? I forgot. We didn't even discuss who's on the intro.
We didn't even talk about it.
What up, Rated M family, man? We back at it again with the Rated M podcast. This time, episode 80 of the Rated M podcast, man. And y'all know what we do. Every 10 episodes, we bring y'all a top 10 list. We started this back at episode 50, technically, because we did a top 15 there. But this time, we're doing a top 10. We're doing the top 10 Money in the Bank cash-ins of all time. We're each going to have our own different lists. And y'all, the chat, can give us your feedback, how you feel about each list, all that good stuff. And if you're here later on, you can talk about it as well in the comment section. If you're on Spotify or Apple Music, of course, make sure to follow. Give us the 5 stars. It will help us out a lot. If you're not following us on either of those platforms and you use those platforms, please give us a follow. Like I said, it will help us out a whole lot. Make sure to follow the podcast clips page. Links in the description. And follow all of our social medias. Links in the description for all of that as well. Is there anything I'm missing before we get into it?
I missed the part where you respected Jack Perry.
I despise you. Boys, how y'all feeling?
I feel pretty good, bro. Especially after my first gaming stream last night on Twitch, bro. I had the whole community pop out for that shit, man. That shit was a good time. Chat, if you're not following me, follow the YouTube. You see it right here, Pandemonium. It's the same shit on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch until I can get to 50 subs on YouTube in the meantime until I work my way up there. But after tonight's stream, depending on what time I get out of here, I will be live again. I'm playing Marvel Spider-Man, bro. Come pop out.
I went to sleep in the middle of your stream. I woke up, saw you was Spanish. I was like, damn. Sorry about that.
I came in late.
Nah, you
I
good,
came in late.
Yeah, you came in on that bullshit-ass MJ mission.
Hey, man. You struggling, bro.
I am here, folks. I am here in about 48 minutes. Hopefully, these motherfuckers go in there and close this shit out. We are going to the NBA Finals. We ain't winning the finals. I'm not stupid. We are going to the NBA Finals.
So never say never, bro. Just keep SGA from getting to the line, bro. You might be good.
Hey, he didn't even get to the line yesterday. They got blown the fuck out.
Right.
He was barely at the line, and they got fucking murdered. Shit was bad, man.
I'm doing good. I hope y'all are doing good. And since we are here before we get into the stream, there is something that before we get deep into the episode, there is something I would like to do. There is something I would like to do.
Drop a can?
In honor of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
No. Chat. No. Don't stop. CEO. Here. Listen to this shit. CEO. It's bullshit, right? You know what? I'm glad you did this. CEO. But I genuinely despise your existence, bro. I don't even have this shit on my head, and I heard it, bro. I can't escape it.
Good God, Cam.
Man.
My ears.
My heart. My everything. I told this man. I threatened him. I was like, pull that shit on Rated M, bro. I'm putting in my 2 weeks. You want me to put my 2 weeks in? You want me to get replaced?
This is nuts.
Do you want me to? Because I'm a nice guy. I'm not gonna walk out.
Nah, I declined. You can't go nowhere. That should decline. You
Shit.
part of the OG team, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah, it's the bullshit I gotta deal with. But fellas, we coming off a huge weekend in pro wrestling.
For Shelsky, we got the first WWE contracted superstar to win the TNA World Title, which is insane.
The match not so insane.
Was a success. Oh, the facts. Double or Nothing was a success. That was a great show. I went back and watched the whole thing. I sat here on the stream with y'all, watched Anarchy in the Arena. The 6-man tag happened, and then Ospreay and Hangman was definitely a match of the year contender, bro. That was amazing. That was amazing. As much as Hangman carried, but we'll leave it at that.
Bro, you know the funny thing about that match, bro? You know the funny thing about this match? I told Khris this. I don't think I told you this. Funny thing about that match, that was not a definitive point to fight for. That was not a winner chosen for that match until just hours before the show. And Osprey was like Hangman should win. Hangman was like Osprey should win. Bro, they were going back and forth of who should win. And Moxley had to come in. Moxley was like, "Fuck that," and Moxley was like, "Fuck that, give Hangman the win." He was like, "Fuck that, give it to Hangman."
That's just a story. That's just a story. Like Cam has said in his other videos, again, follow, subscribe to Cam's YouTube, bro. Hangman's the main character of AEW, bro. If anyone makes sense to take the title off of Jon Moxley at this point, it's Hangman Adam Page. No
Osprey said that shit in his promo last night. He was in the ring with Swerve and Hangman. He looked right at Swerve. He said, "I thought it was you. It's not you. I thought it was me. It's not me. It's him." And he was pointing at Hangman.
Yeah, man.
And this word taking the fuck out my face. And this word taking the fuck out my face and walked out. Oh man.
I don't know what happened, bro. It's like they were kind of, obviously it's hard to come back from, burning someone's house down and breaking and entering. But it seemed like the last couple of months they were kind of working towards, some camaraderie, and that shit went up in smoke.
They still are, but it's gonna take a while. All right, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. All right, y'all. I forgot what I was gonna say. Khris, take it.
Oh shit, chat. Where do we even start, bro? How about we start with Saturday night's main event? We don't have to go through the whole show. We could just give our honest thoughts about the show as a whole.
Sorry, Mama Rated M started calling me.
You good?
Well, I thought it was a good show. I thought it was a good show overall. I thought it was what was it? It was 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it was 2 hours. It was a good show when I could actually see it.
That is true. The commercials are one thing that are fucking ridiculous. If they are going to have fucking commercials like that nonstop, if it airs on Peacock, there needs to be a non-commercial option. If it's on Peacock, but
I agree with that because technically I'm paying for no ads.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna
all
say
these ads at me, and it's like, bro, if I'm watching on NBC, okay, you can't really control that,
right?
But come on, gang.
It's like the same shit with Netflix, bro. Like they do the same shit with Raw. You either get ads or in certain parts of the world you could actually see the shit through the show. A lot of the good shit that we don't get to see live.
Yeah. I don't know. Saturday night's main event to me, it feels very lifeless. To me, it feels like just a filler show to be there. Like I didn't even go back to watch the whole thing. I just watched the main event because I had time to catch the main event. And when I'm sitting there watching a main event that has majority of ads, I have a hard time caring. I'm sorry.
It's true. I like Bronson Reed returning. Bronson Reed being the new guy for Seth. And Bronson Reed being the new guy for Seth. For Seth's group, whatever the fuck it's called, the Vision, I think it is. I like Bronson Reed being the new guy for it, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not surprised Heyman went to bat for Bronson Reed because if you guys didn't know, when Bronson Reed started to get that major push last year, Paul Heyman was the force behind that. Paul Heyman was the one behind that. Yeah. Triple H was like Paul Heyman was the guy behind that. Triple H was like Triple H was like Triple H was like, we need like a hot angle coming out of SummerSlam, whatever. And Paul Heyman's just in the back going, Bronson Reed kills everybody. Reed kills everybody. Reed kills everybody. Reed kills everybody. And like Heyman went to Triple H. She was like, I know Bronson Reed isn't over now. He's like, I know Bronson Reed isn't over now. If you do what I'm telling you to do with Bronson Reed, in 2 weeks, this man will be the most overact on the show. And it only took him 2 weeks for him to be the most overact on the show because Paul Heyman is a fucking genius. Paul Heyman did something that wrestling bookers should do, which is Paul Heyman, he hides people's weaknesses while highlighting their strengths, which is what Paul Heyman did in ECW all the time. You look at somebody like Sandman. Sandman couldn't wrestle worth the shit, but Sandman couldn't wrestle to save his life. He was a fucking terrible wrestler. But Sandman was very popular. So Paul Heyman was able to design a format around Sandman that fucking worked. and we see how fucking legendary that is. He did the same thing with Brock Lesnar when Brock came back. Because Heyman has a large part in putting together Brock. He played a large part in putting together Brock's matches, but he did the same thing when Brock came back. Heyman was like, yeah, Brock is not selling for any fucking body. He's gonna go in there, fucking murder you 5 minutes, and he's gonna get the fuck out. That was Heyman, and we obviously know how that works for Brock. So I like Paul. That obviously works out a lot. But yeah, Bronson Reed being part of this group, I like. Heyman is a fucking genius. Heyman is a fucking genius, and I'm curious to see how the fuck this group does. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I have a struggle getting attached to what I'm going to call them the Vision, because that really should be their name. I struggle to care a little bit. I don't know why. Like when I was watching the promo on Monday, I don't know. I'm trying to give this time because the Bronson Reed thing did intrigue me, but at the same time, I was just kind of like, meh.
I think it'll all come together. I think it'll come together once we start seeing some gold. If you know, you know.
What I do wish about the group is I wish they would let Braun Breaker speak a lot more. Like when Seth is getting booed out the building and shit, have Braun Breaker take the mic and go, "Sit your ass." Have Braun Breaker take the mic and go full Scott Steiner. Sit your asses down. Fuck up, sit your asses down. Stop booing. I'll come up there and whoop all your asses. You fucking fat asses, sit the fuck down.
Yeah, he should bro. He needs a shirt that's like dissing fat people.
Why does Cam have to catch it straight? No, I'm playing.
That's fucked. That's fucked. Are you Lewis this week?
I guess so. I'll take the role.
But no, the Heyman shit. But no, if you notice, the Heyman shit is the best thing on Raw. That's because Heyman has a large part of it. Like Triple H is largely hands off with it. Like it's Heyman, like the guys in charge of that angle is Heyman, Seth, Punk, and Sammy. Like they're all in charge of like just put that angle together in terms of what works best and shit. So yeah, that's why that angle's been the best thing in the company by a country mile. Because it's Triple H. Yeah, saying it, but Triple H is basically letting Paul Heyman do whatever the fuck he wants with it. So
yeah, I think eventually we'll look back and it will click. I think it will click. What else happened? Oh, the Damian Priest Drew McIntyre match. How did y'all feel about that? Especially the result.
I thought it was fine. I thought Priest badly needed the win. I thought he needed the win more than Drew McIntyre, to be quite honest with you. So I thought it was fine. My one criticism about Damian Priest, I will say, instead of Damian Priest being bisexual Undertaker, which he's been reverting back to over the past few months, we need Puerto Rican back. We need Puerto Rican hood nigga Damian Priest back. Y'all remember coming out to SummerSlam? We got like 2-3 months of Damian Priest being a hood nigga.
Yeah.
We need hood nigga Damian Priest back. Fuck this bisexual Undertaker shit. Give me a hood nigga Damian Priest back. That's what the fuck we need. But no.
He's kind of like embracing the street trash thing.
Right. You gotta bust out the Timbs, bro.
You do. But no, I thought it was fine. I think Damian Priest needed the win more than Drew did. I liked the finish they did with Concerto, so I thought it was fine.
Nice little way to write Drew off TV, who I guess has an apparent real life neck injury, some shit like that.
Yeah, Drew.
Oh jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's beat up, man.
Yeah, whenever that man comes back, push him to the fucking moon.
Yeah. Why? Well, I'm kind of struggling to understand why we've kind of like been so hesitant with Drew McIntyre these last couple of years. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
maybe it's
been since he lost that WWE title. They've just been so hesitant to give him the title again. I don't fully understand why. It makes me question, like, why didn't he just win the 2022 Royal Rumble? Like, that would have been a perfect redemption arc story to give him the world title again in front of a crowd at WrestleMania 38. Would have been a nice moment. Hey, I don't know,
man, but we got Jey Uso.
At least he's
know,
intriguing me. At least he's intriguing me. I'm not going shit on Jey Uso. What he's doing has kind of intrigued me because he's got Gunther in his ear. You know, you got Seth and his group in his ear, and then you got I guess the Logan Paul John Cena team up. Which if you would have told me that was a team, and if even 3 years ago, I would have laughed in your face. But hey,
it almost feels like wrong place, wrong time every single time for Drew McIntyre.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's wrong place, wrong time. 2022, they didn't do it because they were giving that shit because they were doing Brock and Roman, which they shouldn't.
Right.
What they were building to. So there you go. Clash at the Castle. I thought he should have won there. I thought he should have won that Clash at the Castle, but I understand why he didn't because they're like, well, I understand why they didn't because they're like, well, Cody's gonna be the guy to beat him for it. So you couldn't do it there. So you can do it there. 2023, Seth was on top for a majority of the time, so they couldn't really do it there. And then I don't know, it feels weird.
It does, bro. Because think about it, he was coming off in like an all-timer classic feud with CM Punk, just coming out of that shit in October. And then we go into the winter months, and he announces that he's going to be headhunting the bloodline. Everybody from the bloodline that fucked him over. He even got Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Mm-hmm. And then January came, and Roman Reigns beat Solo Sikoa for the Ula Fala, and it's like that shit never happened.
Yep, all they had was the one interaction in the Rumble, and because like Roman and Drew at WrestleMania would have moved me. That would have moved me, but they didn't do it.
That's what I thought they were doing. I predicted that shit over a year ago, and it shit almost came through true. That's the way they were booking it.
Yeah,
that's the way they were booking it. But
Drew McIntyre. I think you said it perfectly. Right guy, wrong time. It just like if Cody hadn't been around, I genuinely think he could have been the guy to beat.
Dead ass, bro. You just nailed it. If Cody wasn't there, Drew was the guy.
Because literally the story when Roman and Drew first faced off in 2020 was like Roman telling Drew, "You're my favorite number 2." So imagine that story just rearing its ugly head again against Roman Reigns, and Drew McIntyre is the one to end that long reign. But to me, it was just kind of like when Cody's here, it's like it's kind of the guy now. So,
all right, would you have traded in the last 2 years of WrestleMania for Drew winning at Clash of the Castle?
No.
Nah. I think what we got with Cody and Roman was generational. I think with Drew, it would have been an amazing moment, but the build to it wasn't all that. And then, the match was amazing. The moment would have been amazing for Drew.
Yeah.
I think the follow-up would have been strange because, again, Cody would have been around. And then Roman's going to probably want his title back, and they're probably going to give him the title back. Then Sami Zayn was catching fire. So it would have been strange. But with Cody, I think we ended up getting, even though some of it was unintentional, we ended up getting like generational storytelling and such a satisfying payoff. With Drew, it would have been like, okay, like this is satisfying for Drew, nice moment. But for Roman Reigns, like it got to a point where like even Roman Reigns fans were tired of Roman as champion, and we were ready to let it go. And just Cody winning at that point was just amazing.
God damn, bro. We really lost the plot with Drew, bro. It's crazy to me because if they really wanted to, they could have Drew McIntyre at the level in terms of a heel at the top of the card. They could have him at the level of a Roman Reigns, or if you want to take it back to a Triple H, he can be that main guy that really fucks with the babyface Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre would 3 generations for the work. Title or no title, it would. I feel like there's just a lot of money.
That would have been my Mania match this year. Even with Cena around, that would be my Mania match this year.
Yeah.
Because honestly, still looking back, I would not have turned John Cena heel. I'm sorry. Not in this last run. I'm sorry. For me, this heel turn, people can like it. There's been some good moments, 100%. But it just feels like too little too late.
Yeah, I'm the more the days go by, I think I agree with Cam, bro. The moment itself of seeing it turning heel is an all-timer. but everything that followed, that shit is it's so forced.
It's and so I can't even fully blame The Rock. First of all, shout out to K-Rob in the chat for the super chat. We appreciate that very much. But yeah, I can't really blame The Rock completely. Yes, he has made the story illogical just because he doesn't want to show up to work.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you still have to go out there and perform. And what they've done with John Cena for me just hasn't moved me.
I spoke about this last week with John Cena. One of the biggest things for me, and I spoke about this last week, that it's just not doing it for me. Right? You look at Jey Uso with the World Heavyweight title. Jey Uso feels like such an important champion right now. Like, part of the reason why I think Jey Uso, why this reign for Jey is doing a lot better than anybody's expected so far, is because Jey Uso, because all the top stars on Raw want the world title. Like, all the top stars on Raw that mean a damn, they want the title. Gunther wants his title back. Logan Paul wants the title back. Fuck Logan Paul. But Logan Paul wants his title. CM Punk wants the title. When he get done with Seth, I'm coming for you. Seth, nigga, when I get done whooping Punk ass, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? Like, they all want the title. You look at SmackDown. It's Cena comes out, wherever he's feuding for the month, comes out, hits him with the finisher. We don't see John Cena on TV until the go-home show of the pay-per-view, and they do a segment there, and then they get to the show, and John Cena wins. It's the same bullshit, and it's fucking ugh.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the only thing I don't want to say the only thing, but one of the best things I have enjoyed from Cena's heel run so far actually was from this past weekend with R-Truth. I thought that shit was great. R-Truth coming out dressed as his hero. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than the Mania match. I hate to be that guy, but I did.
I did too. I think it told a good story. I think it did what it needed to do, and it was a throwaway show. We had a throwaway match on a throwaway show. I can't complain too much. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why people about John Cena and R-Truth. I don't know why people are going about John Cena and R-Truth. I'm like, this ain't gonna be a match. It's gonna be an angle. This is going to
exactly. It's just a little angle to tie a little bow in a story that's been told since, I think 2019 is when R-Truth started doing this John Cena's my childhood hero stuff. And it's a cool little moment. It wasn't anything too crazy. It's not nothing I want to like bitch and moan about.
No.
I was gonna say, like, just looking back at it now, I really wish they would have went with the redemption story for John Cena, where he lost a bunch, and then he comes back. He's like, "Look, this is my last year. This is my last chance," and he loses to Gunther at WrestleMania, and then he climbs the mountain back up, and he finally, maybe at SummerSlam, finally wins the WWE title. I would have 100% preferred that story to what we've got now.
That I think would have been better. Also, with John Cena. Another thing that I think could have helped him out this last run. We all know who Hiroshi Tanahashi is. We all know Hiroshi Tanahashi. Painful to watch him go in there wrestle. But I'm bringing up Tanahashi because Tanahashi and John Cena are very similar in a lot of ways, right? Are very similar in a lot of ways in terms of what they mean to their company. Okay, Hiroshi Tanahashi is 48 years old. He's the same age as John Cena. Tanahashi in interviews has been blatantly honest, right? He's been blatantly honest in interviews. I can't do much. I can't do a lot of the shit I can do. I can't do much. I'm hurt. I'm broken down. I can't do much. Yet Hiroshi Tanahashi has had a fucking revelation with his matches this year. That's because if you look at his matches, he's so fucking good at he's so fucking good at the fucking fighting spirit babyface role that he has, where that he goes in there and does, where Tana's like, look, I can't do a whole lot, but I can still do the shit that I can't do a whole lot, but I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep fighting till the wheels go off, till I physically can't do this shit no more. You know what I mean? And like, also, he knows when to pick his spots. He knows when to do the high fly flow. He knows when to do the sling blade. All his signature spots, he knows when to do. So like Tanahashi's had a lot of good matches this year, despite the fact that the nigga got no knees and no back. John Cena, I think could have learned. I think you could have done something similar with Cena, where Cena's just openly honest in promos or interviews. Cena's like, look, this ain't 2007 no more. I can't move the way I used to. I can't do a lot of the shit I used to do. But I'm going there. I'm gonna get your thing got fucking ass. I think that could have been a lot better with Cena. But
yeah, man.
I heard no knees, and I immediately thought of you, bro.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, I hope the story that they tell for John Cena to transition back to being the babyface, because I feel like that's what they're doing. I hope that's satisfying enough for us to at least kind of forgive this heel run and put it to the side, because it's not going to last long. It's not. It never was going to.
No.
I just hope that story is satisfying enough for us to be like, all right, cool. Now we can have a proper goodbye to John Cena. But we'll see how that goes.
I want to talk NXT bottom round.
If y'all want. If y'all want.
Hey, did y'all see Tavion Reigns? We got Miles Orton. Did y'all see Tavion?
You stupid.
Tavion Reigns is
Miles Orton, bro.
Yeah, we got Miles Orton and we got Tavion Reigns. We found the photo.
Hey,
This man ain't. You ain't gonna tell me this man ain't dressed like 2015 Roman. Hold on.
Speaking of Miles Bourne, bro, for those in the chat who don't watch NXT consistently, Miles Bourne, he was having a conversation with the Ren QCC. I got it right this weekend. With the Ren QCC, and he said that he don't really want to go back to being a tag guy. He wants to continue his solo journey because he believes in himself now. So Lewis nailed that shit. Now we just got to see if he's booked consistently after this.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think Miles Bourne, he's given himself a character that people can connect with, can sympathize with. Yep. And I think if NXT does it right, they have a perfect top babyface right there for them.
Yeah, no, literally.
So I really hope they keep that momentum going. I initially didn't see that in Miles Bourne, but hey, he's proved me wrong.
Look at Tavion Reigns. You ain't gonna tell me that's not 2015 Roman Reigns. You ain't gonna tell me that's not Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Low key.
I saw that I had to do a double turn. I said, what the fuck? What is it Roman on NXT? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that again.
No.
Then again, we got The Rock on NXT, so.
This is true. Yeah, inebriated, but he was there.
He was inebriated. But no.
That boy was drunk.
But no, that's that.
Matt Thunder. Matt Thunder just reminded me in the chat, bro. JC Jane.
God.
JC fucking Jane.
I can't believe that shit. What?
Me personally, I would have put that shit on Fallon Henley first. But for the shock factor, go ahead.
I'd prefer Jordan Grace have done it.
Yeah, bro.
Because here's the thing, right? Because I know they want to move both of them up to the main roster, right? Thing is, though, I think Jordan could do some great stuff in NXT before they move her up.
Yep.
Yeah. In terms of Stephanie has in those couple of weeks they had her on Raw, Stephanie has already given herself some main roster equity. People know her on the main roster a little bit now because she's been on 2 Monday Night Raws as NXT Women's Champion. So if they wanted to take the title off of her and give it to Jordan Grace, I would have been cool with that. Give Jordan Grace a little bit of a dominant run and then move her up to the main roster like they want to. Because right now I don't really know where she fits. Maybe like she goes straight for Tiffany Stratton. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I would have done. JC Jane, I'm not too mad at it. It's just like, why? You know what I mean?
I like JC Jane. I like JC. I like JC Jane. But what I think they're doing is, I think JC's keeping the title on. Y'all know who?
Nikita Lyons?
Fuck you. No.
Oh, I was about to say, what?
No, y'all know who she's keeping that title on for.
Jordan Grace?
No.
Julia?
No.
Oh, no, she's on SmackDown.
Fallon Henley?
No.
Who?
Oh,
You're supposed to do it with me.
Mariah May.
Supposed to do it with me.
Mariah May.
I think she's giving that title warrant for Miss May.
The glamour.
Cool with that.
I mentioned it before we went live, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do with Stephanie, if it's gonna be the immediate jump to the main roster. Because for those who didn't watch the match or saw the ending, Stephanie got fucked over. It wasn't clean, so
No,
she
not at all.
has a reason to want her shit back. So I don't know if she gets a rematch or if she just gets catapulted to the main roster anyway. I don't know, but we got a new NXT Women's Champion. I sure as hell didn't see it coming.
Congrats to JC Jane, bro. I don't want to sound like a JC Jane hater.
No, not at all.
I have no ill will towards that woman. I wouldn't have chosen her to be the one to beat Stephanie Vaquera of all people.
I agree.
But congrats to her regardless.
D, get out the chat. Get out the chat.
Fucking D. Shout out D, bro. Shout out D, bro.
Respect
yes,
Cody Rhodes, by the way.
Oh God, here we go. But yeah, we could talk about Trick being NXT Women's Champ, NXT.
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ,
He changed
TNA World Champion. I'm sorry, Trick. My bad, bro. But yeah, I think that history-making moment was cool.
Yeah.
The match itself, though, was fucking dog shit.
The match itself was ass. Trick only is not a good wrestler. The match itself was ass.
Oh my God.
The match itself was ass. Trick being NXT champion. I understand why they're doing it. And to be quite honest with you, Trick Williams, but let me tell you something, Trick. Let me tell you. Go to TNA. Let me tell you something, Trick. Go to TNA. Work with people like Steve Macklin, Frankie Kazarian, Eric Young. These people may not have ever been in WWE. They may never be in WWE, but they are fucking very good professional wrestlers. They have more experience than you. They can help you out. So either Trick Williams goes down here and he takes it seriously and he works with every fucking veteran here and he comes back and we see him improve, or Trick Williams treats this like a demotion. He goes down there, puts on less than ever, doesn't give a fuck, and when he gets caught up to the main roster, his main roster career doesn't work out like we're all thinking it will. That's the nigga cannot work. So,
yeah, right now I look at Trick when he works and I'm just like,
Extra Trick, ball's in your court, Trick. The ball's in your court. The ball is in your court, Trick Williams. I will say this though: if you cannot improve working with an Eric Young, a Frankie Kazarian, a Steve, I almost said Burt Macklin. Shut up, my nigga Burt.
shut up, Burt.
Shut up, my nigga Burt. Steve Macklin, fucking Steve Macklin, Casey Navarro,
Hooper.
Casey Navarro is a Hooper. And the rest of the amazing, talented people that TNA has on that roster. If you cannot improve working with them niggas, this might not be the profession for you. You might be in the wrong profession, my guy.
At least at a main event level. Because I feel like Trick got there because he got so over. But it's like, he doesn't have the ability to carry be the main guy on a brand. I don't see that in Trick right now. Not to say he cannot improve, because he can, but it's just like I haven't seen much of that improvement. We started saying these things 2024, and I personally haven't seen much progression.
I know I haven't seen much progression either.
Can I say something nasty, bro?
Go for it. That's what we do here.
If we're being real, if Trick Williams' name in WWE was not Trick Williams, he wouldn't be as over as he is. He got over as fuck because of the whoop that Trick chance. Nobody wants to admit that shit, but it's true.
Well,
You're right.
Trick.
I'm not saying he's terrible, but that shit definitely helps.
I think the thing was, though, what helped Trick Williams a lot as well was the fact that he was the mouthpiece for Carmelo Hayes, who at one point was the most over person in NXT. So I think that gave him some equity. I think also the fact that Trick was kind of just a cool guy at one point, it still is kind of, but people gravitated towards him because of his charisma, because he has a lot of that. Outside of in ring, I think Trick Williams is good outside of that.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think the whoop that trick chant that really elevated him to a whole nother level, and I think NXT capitalized on that and ran with it, which I understand why they would do that.
Of course, yeah.
But it gets to a point where you also have to deliver on that popularity.
Exactly.
DJ Walker, I know that DJ Walker. What I mean by that is, I'm not stupid. I know that they had to put Trick Williams in matches against people like Frankie Kazarian and Eric Young and those type of people. I'm not stupid. But what I am saying though is Trick Williams, while you're there, while you're TNA World Champion, you should be picking the brain of these niggas. Because whether you like them or not, they might have never been in WWE, or they may not have been in WWE very long, but they're solid veterans who know how the industry works. You're not in the industry 20 plus years if you don't know how the fuck to operate and know how the fuck it works. You're not in the business for 20 plus years if not. So Trick Williams, he needs to go to these guys and he needs to just honestly pick their brain. Pick their brain. Hey man, how do I do? Hey man, what do you think of this? Hey man, what do you think if I say this in my promo? Hey man, what do you think if I did this in my match? Hey man, what do you think if I did this? Hey man, what do you think if I did this? Pick their brain. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, DJ Walker. Go down there, pick their brain. It's like a fucking It's like imagine being drafted to the NBA, right? Imagine you get drafted to the NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the privilege of playing with somebody and you get drafted by the Warriors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steph there, you have Clay there, you have Draymond there, right? People that have equity in the league. You mean to tell me if you're not a young guy trying to get minutes or something, you're not gonna go to them, or you're not gonna go to them and fucking pick their brain with shit? Hey man, Steve Kerr said, Steve Kerr said I should pass it right here. How does this offense work? Because I'm not getting it. So I pass it here, and then I get it here. I shoot this here. Hey man, how that shot looking, bro? My shot looking good? Like something like that. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna pick their brain. And
you know who didn't take that advice? This bitch, Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown.
To be fair, Michael Jordan thought that nigga he ain't shit from day one.
Nah, I will give Kwame that grace. He Michael Jordan beat the confidence out that man. He beat the confidence.
But that's what I mean. Like if you're an NBA player, for example, are you not gonna fucking go to like the fucking veteran on your roster and pick their brain with shit and ask them, hey man, even if they're not a fucking NBA All-Star, you got somebody that's been in the NBA for like 10. If you got somebody who's been in the NBA for like 10, 12 years, and they're and they've been a rotational player for 10 to 12 years, right? And they've been a rotational player for 10 to 12 years, you're not gonna pick their brain, or you're not gonna ask them shit. You're not gonna pick their brain about shit, so you can carve out a fucking role in the NBA. Well, hey man, that nigga been in the NBA for 12 years. Let me find out how that nigga been in the NBA for 12 years. Let me find out what the fuck he does that I need to do that he been in the NBA for 12 years. That's what I mean. Like, pick their brain. Pick niggas' brain. You know what I mean?
Like, if I was drafted to the Lakers, I'm asking LeBron all the questions.
Exactly.
All the questions. Like, even I'm asking Luka all the questions. Like, come on, bro.
Just don't ask Luka about his diet, bro, please.
Relax. He's looking skinnier. Relax on him. Relax on him.
Yo, Mo, throw up Matt Thunder's last comment, bro. I gotta see something.
What? Oh God, what is that?
Is that Gabe Kidd and Will Ospreay?
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh my goodness gracious!
What the fuck is that, yo? That's like a fucking.
This man Matt Thunder, bro.
It's like a fucking elf.
The wildest fucking
Will Bald Spray.
Will Ball Spray. I'm dead.
All bald wrestling strikes again.
This nigga here, man. Is there anything else we have to dive into before we can dive into segments, then eventually get into the list?
One small thing actually. It'll I promise it's brief.
Let's do
it. AEW. I got a small issue with you, just small, and it's not even like creative. It's about your talent, bro. It's about your talent's health. I know you guys like to be different and stand out and separate yourself, especially in ring. We know you guys are the better in-ring company. Can we stop with the apron spots?
Stop with them shits, please. Stop.
I do agree. I did see the Adam Cole spot, and I was like, fuck.
Bro, he just came back from a concussion, and he's doing shit like that.
It gets to a point where you're like, calm down.
First of all, Kyle Fletcher, listen, I don't know how the fuck you missed that bad. I've seen him do that shit a million times. I don't know how he missed. But the way, Chad, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Kyle Fletcher, he delivered he tried to, I guess, deliver the apron powerbomb to Adam Cole. And the way he landed, bro, he's lucky he didn't get knocked the fuck out.
Completely. Oh my god. Please.
He completely whiffed that, and it was embarrassing.
Again, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I get heat from AEW fans when I say it, but I don't care. They need Tony Khan and his rock. Tony Khan needs to implement a certain style. I'm not saying go all with the WWE style and shit, but he needs to implement a certain style that works for his company fucking 365 days a year with television and shit. He needs to implement a certain style where he goes in there and goes, unless your name is Darby Allin, because Darby Allin the only, unless your name is Darby Allin, just chill with the crazy shit. Unless your name is Darby Allin, just chill with the stupid crazy shit, please. Please, can we not do apron spots in every fucking match, please? Can we not do that? Can we not try to die in every match, please? Can we not? Can we save that for the pay-per-views? Can we save that for a big Dynamite show? A regular Dynamite, you don't need to go up there and be doing that shit.
Dude, it's so consistent, bro. I swear on everything I love, you will see an apron spot no more than 3 to 5 times per show.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
I'm with Cam there. I think AEW needs to just. I think like when you have those like big shows like Beach Break or whatever, like shows like that.
Yeah.
Then you can break out your regular pay-per-view style. But when you on TV, bro, chill out. Yeah. Like in ring is going to be your bread and butter anyway. You can still have more matches. It's kind of like NXT. It's kind of like NXT when they were doing the 1 hour shows on the network. They weren't going like super all out unless it was a super big match.
Right, but they kept you intrigued, regardless.
Exactly. So just stick with that. But hey, if that's how they want to run their show, that's how they want to run their show. But I personally, I'm with Cam.
Bro, we just need Tony Khan to be a boss, bro. It's not about anything other than protecting the talent from themselves, because they're gonna go out there, they're gonna do anything that they can to be the best thing on the show, and they think being the best thing on the show is damn near killing yourself.
I remember Jim Cornette when he worked for Ring of Honor. He got some heat. He caught some heat for this when Jim Cornette caught some heat for this when he was the booker of Ring of Honor. So I think this is in 2012, 2013, something like that. Anyway, Jim Cornette came in to book Honor, and one of the things Jim Cornette told the roster was he was like, well, because Ring of Honor used to have this problem where like the opening match on the show used to feature like the opening match on the show used to be like this epic. The opening match on the show, the guys used to go out there and they used to try to be this 20-minute classic with a whole bunch of finisher kickouts and a bunch of stupid ass spots. And when Jim Cornette came in, Jim Cornette told the roster, hey, calm the fuck down. Unless you're main event in the show, unless you're in the main event, calm it the fuck down. We don't need y'all going out there trying to have the best match. We don't need y'all going out there trying to have match of the year contender in night 1. We're trying to have match of the contender in match 1, and then when we get to match 5, our audience is already burnt out because they've already seen all this crazy shit. Jim Cornette told him, he said, calm the fuck down. And he got a lot of heat by the people in Ring of Honor because of that. But Jim Cornette stood by what the fuck he meant, and Ring of Honor improved on that shit. Ring of Honor improved on that shit.
No.
Please talk to these motherfuckers. Please. Every fucking show. We get fucking apron spots. And we get people getting dropped on their head, and we get fucking We get apron spots. We get people being dropped, and we get people getting dropped on their head, and then we have fucking what's it called? Yeah, we have fucking apron spots, and we have people getting dropped on their head, and then we have fucking super kick spam, and we have all this shit. Like, calm it the fuck down, people. Calm it down, please. Oh God.
What you there? What you there? I don't have anything else right now.
I'm
Y'all?
good. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. We can start segments. Obviously, Khris always starts us
Yeah.
off. And Lewis might end up doing his segment later because he might be on his way here. So,
Word.
yeah. Khris, you ready to kick it off, bro?
Yes, Sersky.
Let's do it.
Chat, it's just me, Oos, and Jack Perry. Yeah. So this week I got 2 fucking guy, dude.
Talking about some Jack Perry.
Just you wait until Jack Perry makes his return, bro, and he's having bangers every fucking week. He's gonna be on my matches of the week every week. I'm not gonna sit here and take this while you stay in Omas. Bro, before I even start, bro, I kid you not, the first 5 seconds of his interview with the Chris Van Vliet, with Insight, he said he wants to be great in the ring. I started laughing. I closed out. I'm like, yeah, I quit. I quit. Anyway. Got 2 matches for y'all this week. One from Raw and one from Dynamite. We're going to kick things off with Penta versus Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable. This was a Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat. Triple threat. I don't know why Triple H has a fetish for it, but we ball. This match went about 10 minutes. This is fun for 10 minutes. We're going to get started with Penta and Dragon Lee. Match starts, and they agree from the get-go to jump Chad Gable. So they're working on him in the corner, bro. He gets leveled with 2 simultaneous super kicks. And then they start taking turns stomping on Gable. It almost looked like that they were fighting over the right to fight him, to like fuck him up, which is kind of cool. And it almost looked like they were about to turn on each other, which sounds kind of stupid because it's a triple threat. But I don't know. It's a luchador thing. So Gable gets tossed out of the ring, and then Penta turns on Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee delivers a Hurricane Rana into the turnbuckle. Now, this is kind of weird. It wasn't just like a regular Hurricane Rana. If you've seen Adam Page, which we all have, the way that he goes for his buckshot, he basically the same shit. Buckshot formation, except instead of landing on the mat, he landed on the shoulders of Penta and drove him into the turnbuckle, finishing the Hurricane Rana, which was a nice spot. At this point, Chad Gable re-enters the ring and delivers a suplex toss to Dragon Lee. Penta was going for a springboard maneuver, but was caught and took a German suplex instead. So good shit there. We had a what the fuck spot here. So Penta has Dragon Lee in the gory bomb position, basically. And at the same time, Chad Gable's trying to interfere, but Penta says, fuck that. And Penta at the same time is having Dragon Lee in the gory bomb position. He has Chad Gable now in a fairy tale ending position. Shout out to Master Ciampa. Now, this would have been great if Chad Gable didn't land on his face. The spot looks I see what they were going for, but Chad Gable got fucked up. Chad tried to tie the back of Penta and Dragon Lee's mats to the rope. This man cannot tie a knot. This man can't tie shit. Bro, the crowd they would have told you that, but they were actually getting you can't tie it chance. You can't tie it chance, bro. Chad Gable, he can wrestle circles around the best of them. Can't tie a knot. All right, let me see. Gable takes out Penta, and then his attention is diverted away to Vikingo, who's at ringside. Him and Vikingo, Chad Gable, that is, have a match at World Collide June 7th. Remember, Vikingo's at ringside. That's going to come into play later. So Chad starts punching away at Penta on the announce desk, and out of absolutely nowhere, Dragon Lee, I don't remember, it was either a suicide or it was a tope. This man, like, shot out of a fucking cannon, dove onto Penta over the announce desk. Chad Gable dodged at the last second. Penta and Chad Gable back in the ring. They're trading chops. Dragon Lee enters the ring and super kicks Chad Gable. Penta super kicks Dragon Lee, and Lee rebounds with a jumping knee strike and into a poison Rana onto Penta. Gable attempts a lariat, but Lee rolls through and delivers a sit-out powerbomb. If this match has told you nothing yet, Dragon Lee is a hooper. As much as Cam Doobie glazing Dragon Lee, it's warranted. Excuse me. Penta goes for a Penta driver, but Lee fights. He fights it off, but not completely. He's still being held in the Penta driver position, but he's fighting it off. At the same time, Chad Gable sees this and delivers a suplex to Penta, who's still holding on to Dragon Lee. So good spot there. Gable delivers a beautiful moonsault to Penta. Penta kicks out. Dragon Lee charged at Gable, but Gable sends him up and over his head and into the corner. At this point, Gable looks for another moonsault to Dragon Lee, but Vikingo, who is still at ringside, I forgot to mention earlier, while Chad Gable was looking over at Vikingo, he ended up walking over there, ended up cheap shotting Vikingo. So fast forward to the end of the match, Chad Gable's looking for a moonsault again. Vikingo hops up the apron, delivers a kick. I think Chad Gable got fucked up on this kick because by the end of the match he was bleeding and nothing else Penta did to him would have caused that. So I think that was a stiff shot there. So Vikingo interferes and Chad Gable falls into a tree of woe and takes a double stomp to the chest by Dragon Lee. Almost immediately after this, Penta sneaks in and delivers a Mexican destroyer to Dragon Lee, followed by a Penta driver for the 1, 2, 3, and Penta is moving on to Money in the Bank after a solid match. Chad Gable, man, mixing it up with these luchadors, man. Never disappoints. All I want to know, where is El Grande? Where's El Grande? Anyway, let's take it to last night, AEW Dynamite. We got Brody King versus Josh Alexander. Chad, if you've heard this movie before, it's because you have. I did the same shit about maybe 3-4 weeks ago. And they back again because they hooped again. So this was a qualifier to get into a fatal four-way match for the International Championship next week. I think Fighter Fest. Fighter Fest is going to be a 4-hour special. Mo, you should go. So we're going to get things started. Match starts and they throwing heavy shots as soon as the bell rings. Brody takes Josh to the corner and wears him out with chops. Brody King actually takes the shirt that he wore to the ring. He takes it and crams it in the mouth into the mouth of Alexander. So I mean, that's one way of getting the advantage. The fight spills to the outside, and Brody King is lining up Alexander on the steel post. This shit looked like it sucked. I don't know if he pulled back at the last second or what. So Brody King is leaning up Josh Alexander up against the steel post, and you know Brody King, he's chop happy just like Gunther. And he's charging. He goes in, and Josh Alexander ducks. And the sounds that this motherfucker's hand made when it connected with the steel post, that shit sound like it broke. The thud, the sound of the metal, bro, everything. And the best part about it is AEW gets a lot of shit for the no selling. Brody King, he sold that shit for the rest of the match, even after the match. I hope he wasn't actually hurt, but anyway, to this point, it's basically all Brody King. I mean, Josh Alexander's getting worked. Ultimately, though, Alexander finally catches Brody napping with a draping apron DDT. So here we go again. This is shit I'm talking about. And that's only the first apron spot of the match. Alexander continues to work on the injured arm of Brody King and sends him into the steel steps before we go to commercial. Back from commercial, Alexander gets dropped on his head with a German. Alexander basically no sells it, gets up, and Brody King with his non-injured arm absolutely levels Alexander with a lariat. One of the best in the game. Battling on the apron, we see an apron German suplex delivered to Brody King. Chad, are you starting to see what I'm saying? I don't just say this shit, bro. I've been on AEW's ass for months about this shit. I don't just say shit just to say it. I say it because I care about the talent's health. They don't need to be doing shit like this to tell a story. Anyway, back in the ring, Alexander locks in the ankle lock on Brody. That shit did not last long. Alexander delivers a German to Brody with Brody's arms locked to his side. So if you can imagine that, Alexander comes up bleeding bad. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I think it was just Brody King's body weight. landing on Josh Alexander's head. I don't know what the fuck happened. He didn't blade though. It was hard. It was hard way, and he was gushing. So Alexander, dripping in blood, goes for a moonsault, and Brody gets the knees up. Brody hits a lariat with the bad arm, not that it mattered, followed by a Gonzo bomb for the 1, 2, 3. So Brody King gets the win this time. I believe the last match, Goldfish, but I believe the last match went to a time limit draw. So this time around, Brody King gets the clean victory, and he gets into the Fatal 4-Way next week with Kenny Omega, and 2 spots left to be named, I believe, on Collision to find out who's going to be added to that Fatal 4-Way. But chat, that's all I got for y'all, man, for my matches of the week. I'm gonna toss it over to Mo, I think, because I don't think Cam has his this week. So I'm gonna toss it over to Mo, and I'll see y'all in a bit.
Hold on a second, because I got to address this real quick.
Okay.
People stop minding the false news, okay? And this comes from Fightful. Vince McMahon is not buying back WWE, okay? He's not, okay? Jonathan Coachman this week, fucking dumbass nigga.
Why?
Jonathan Coachman this week, fucking dumbass nigga. Noted that he heard rumors that Vince McMahon was interested in buying back WWE. While we're sure Coachman didn't hear of that interest, another media person came along and claimed they heard of it as well, as if they were new. They didn't hear from anywhere outside of Coachman reciting it, and it's not happening, okay? Vince McMahon cannot financially afford to purchase back WWE, okay? He's not getting the company back, people, okay? He's not. So don't believe that bullshit. Do not believe that bullshit. Also, if you see a fucking report going around that says Mariah May has officially signed with NXT, she is not officially signed with NXT. Mariah May is still under AEW contract, okay? She is not. I'm not saying she won't sign. She probably will sign with NXT, but she's not signed with NXT yet. Okay, so if you see that report going around, that's bullshit. Okay, Sean Ross Sapp just had to debunk that shit. Watch where you get your fucking news from, people. Okay, all right, go ahead. I'm done.
Muted, bro. Muted.
You're on mute.
Ooh, I was about to say Cam was over here ethering people. Let me get myself back here. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. We're talking about what happened this week in wrestling history, pro wrestling history. I'm sorry I was not here last week, folks. Been through a lot of my personal life, but we keep trucking. We keep trucking, and we keep persevering, man. So May 29th, 2014, we got the first ever NXT takeover, man. I believe Adrian Neville retained the NXT championship in the main event. It's been a long time since I've watched the show, but this happened in Full Sail back in 2014. That's pretty much it in terms of significant moments. Birthdays, you have Konosuke Takeshita turning 30 years old, Ridge Holland turning 37 years old, Hornswoggle turning 39 years old, Brian Kendrick turning 46 years old, Steve Corino turning 52 years old, and Pete Gas of the Mean Street Posse, turning 55 years old. And then that's it for May 29th. May 30th, no significant events. We have birthdays. We have Noe Jose turning 37 years old, and Jake the Snake Roberts turning 70 years old. So happy birthday to both of them. May 31st, 2015, Elimination Chamber. You had 2 Elimination Chamber matches on that night, which were an absolute fucking disaster. First being the IC title one, which got all out of control because I guess Mark Henry was let out of his pod too early. You also had the tag team one, which logistically, it just looked like shit, to be completely honest. It just looked like shit. So yeah, and then also on that show, you had Kevin Owens making his main roster, doing his main roster debut match against John Cena, where he actually won. He beat John Cena absolutely clean, which at that time did not happen very often. On top of John Cena being the United States champion and Kevin Owens being the NXT champion, so there was that, but it was not for the U.S. title, obviously. Birthdays, you have Gable Steveson turning 25 years old, Montez Ford turning 35 years old, and Vampiro turning 58 years old. So happy birthday to everybody there. June 1st, before I continue with June 1st, I just want to give a shout out to my dad. Rest in peace. He did pass away on June 1st in 2014. So God rest his soul. Love you, Dad. 2008, One Night Stand. This was a show where you had a TLC match with The Undertaker and Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship, where the stipulation was if Undertaker loses, he must leave WWE. And that obviously didn't last very long. Also, you had Randy Orton and Triple H in a last man standing match for the WWE title, which Triple H retained. So yeah, there's that. 2010, you have Wade Barrett winning the first season of NXT, beating out David Otunga, and then that would go on to become the Nexus. Back when NXT was a game show. 2014 Payback. You had the last match of the Shield's first run on the show against Evolution, where they pretty much swept them in an elimination match. And then you also had Bray Wyatt and John Cena on that show, which was great. I think Daniel Bryan had a segment with Stephanie McMahon where Brie Bella quit, and that led to that whole storyline throughout the summer. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything too important? I don't think so. And then 2019, we have NXT TakeOver 25, which was an amazing show. One of my favorite NXT shows of all time. You had Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano in the rematch from TakeOver New York, which I think is just ever so slightly worse than the original. And this is where Adam Cole starts the longest reign in NXT history with that NXT title. You also had a ladder match for the tag team titles after the Viking Raiders vacated the title. You had the Street Profits win this one. Amazing ladder match. Am I missing anything? It'll probably come to me later, but I don't want to stall for too long. So that's that. Birthdays. You have Megan Bain turning 27 years old, Velvet Sky turning 44 years old, and James Storm. I can't pronounce M and N's today. I don't know why. Turning 48 years old. So happy birthday there. June 2nd, 1987, the Honky Tonk Man would win the Intercontinental Championship from Ricky Steamboat, which would then start, at the time, the longest reign for the Intercontinental Championship we had ever seen up to that point, until Gunther cracked that just about a year and a half ago. And then also in 2014, obviously, you have the Shield break it up. I think arguably the most pivotal heel turn, I would like to argue, in WWE history. Outside of Vince McMahon, that was the most pivotal heel turn we've ever seen, to me. Birthdays, you have Grado turning 37 years old, AJ Styles turning 48 years old, and Lex Luger turning 67 years old. Unfortunately, we do have a few deaths here. We have Junkyard Dog passing away in 1998. Classy Freddie Blassie passing away in 2003, and Dory Funk Sr. passing away in 1973. So rest in peace to those guys. June 3rd, 2002, you have Shawn Michaels joining the NWO, which was weird. At that point, it was just like, just let the NWO die. Like, they really couldn't save it, and they were trying too hard to. So there's that. 2004, TNA. They taped their first ever episode of Impact on that day, on June 3rd, 2004. Also on that day, 2007, you had One Night Stand. One Night Stand Extreme Rules is what they called it. You have a John Cena and Great Khali match that was actually good. So there's that. In terms of birthdays, you have Jade Cargill turning 33 years old. So happy birthday to Jade. And unfortunately, we do have one death. We have Muhammad Ali. Obviously, he's not a wrestler per se, but he was involved in the first ever WrestleMania, so I feel like I had to mention it. And he's one of my personal heroes, so shout out to him. Basically, share the same name, my first and middle name, Muhammad Ali. But yeah, passing away in 2016. So rest in peace to Muhammad Ali. June 4th, 2017, Extreme Rules. This show, you had a fatal four-way for the right to face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire for the Universal Championship. That was won by Samoa Joe. I think that is a very, very good fatal five-way, if I mispronounced it. Fatal five-way match. I thought it was amazing. Also, you had the bar being the Hardy Boys for the tag team title, the Raw tag team titles. You also had the terrible kendo stick on a pole match with Alexa Bliss and Bayley, which I think killed Bayley's babyface momentum at the time. Am I missing? The Miz won the IC title back from Dean Ambrose on that show as well. So yeah. Birthdays, you have Riho turning 28 years old. John Silver turning 35 years old. Mikey Ripwreck Mikey Whipwreck, goddamn, turning 52 years old, and Gorilla Monsoon, who was born in 1937, fortunately passing away in 1999. And folks, that will do it for this week in professional wrestling history. I'm going to get the guys back up here and might have to stall a little bit so we can get Lewis up here for the list.
Oh, good.
Oh, shit. Nick's up by 10. Nick's
Cam,
up
you
by
scared?
10. I mean, personally, I don't care either way.
Cam,
I'm
you
cool
scared?
with it.
Yeah.
You really are.
Hey, if the Knicks can make a comeback, so can y'all, bro. So can y'all. But shit, we can do Q&A questions before Lewis gets here. I'm down with that. So let us know, chat. Give us some Q&A shit.
Who the fuck
I asked y'all.
pandemonium in the who the fuck is this pandemonium nigga in the chat? The fuck?
This guy.
I know it's you, Chris. I'm playing.
I remember. No, I know. I gotta get there. But no, I know I mentioned in our group chat earlier.
Mhm.
Being that next week is Money in the Bank, don't do that
Yep.
shit. Don't do that shit. If we were planning on a retro this weekend.
Yeah. I don't know how available I'll be for that because I'll be working freaking almost 24 hours beforehand, but yeah, we can schedule that in for sure. Whichever one y'all want to do. I know last year we did 2011, so
yeah, we did. Yeah, you got to see Grats, bro. Cena and Punk, man.
Yeah.
Chat,
So
let me know which
whichever
one you
one
want
you
to see, bro. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. I can low key put a poll in there. Would y'all want a good one or would y'all want a bad one? That's the question.
I'd say fine mix.
Okay.
Give
put a
the
couple
just give the chat a chance to choose our fate.
I'll do that. Put a poll up there. Add option. Okay. So I'll throw in 2016.
Word.
I will throw in 2021 because I think that one's incredible. So those are the good ones. I'll throw in 2017. Because I think that is one of the worst ever. Chad, give me another bad one. I don't want to give you all the pandemic one because that's a cop out, but give me another one.
Are you and Lewis staying out in Rhode Island for Comic-Con? I gotta see what he wants to do.
They said 20. They want me to do that. Oh, 2019. Yep.
Oh man, you're gonna make me rewatch the shit I was at, man.
2019. So chat, y'all can vote, and I'll leave the poll up for the rest of the show, and y'all can vote on that. All right. But yeah, pop up some questions. Okay, we got one. What are you guys' top 5 favorite builds to matches this year?
The Oscar Hangman build up was excellent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tony and Mariah, that Tony and Mariah, that had a great build. Tony Mariah, that had a great build. What else?
It kind of speaks volumes how mid this year has been for wrestling, huh?
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of builds myself, bro. Like, I wanted to say Roman, Punk, and Seth, but I mean that build even then, I was like,
it's so hard to build when the focal point of the build is barely fucking there. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I enjoyed Sammy and KO's build. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, anything Cody and Kevin Owens did, basically anything Kevin Owens did this year.
Yeah.
Since we are close to July, what are y'all's favorite match this year so far? Favorite match? Only one.
I'd probably say Punk, Seth, Roman. That's just me.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me think. Let me think here. Oh, Sammy and Kevin Owens from the Chamber.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout out.
What was the question?
Favorite match of the year so far.
Saya and Tam Nakano. Wait, it's Saya and Tam Nakano from Stardom. That match was awesome. That shit was awesome.
You got to send me the link, bro, or some shit. You got to put me on.
Facts. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever tuned in to Stardom in my life, actually.
No.
Maybe I should.
That girl, that girl who just showed up on Dynamite last night apparently is from Stardom. What's her name, Kim?
Akla, I think. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name, but
Spider Girl.
yeah, Takla's very good. So Stardom's got some. You guys got some good people, but that's where fucking they obviously got some good people, but Stardom, that's where Stardom, that's where fucking EO's from there, obviously. Julia's from there. EO's from there, Julia's from there, Blair Davenport, Bea Priestley. Yeah, Stardom got a lot of they got a lot of goings out there.
Oh, someone asked, where do you guys want to see next year's Mania take place?
Charlotte, North Carolina. So I can go.
The fuck?
I mean, I'm not mad at Charlotte.
Charlotte, so I can go to the motherfucker.
I was gonna say Atlanta. I think Atlanta 100% needs a redo. They've deserved a redo since 2011, but they haven't gone back. I think the wrestling scene in Atlanta is hot, so
that's a good pull. Low key,
it's probably going to end up in Vegas. Though.
I was gonna say, why is that confirmed? Like confirmed?
I don't think they've confirmed it, but I have a strong feeling those reports are right, and that's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate to me. I'm just like, you couldn't choose any other city. Like, it gotta be.
It's got to be Vegas, bro. It's all for the money, bro. It's all TKO.
Ridiculous.
Was the last Chicago Mania 22?
Oh yes. Oh, see, we're going on 20 years since they've been back to Chicago.
Damn. So. But they're so quick to go back to fucking Vegas and New Orleans.
And New Orleans and fucking Texas and go to different city. Well, I mean, Houston has been a while, but
while we're waiting, this question popped up on Twitter. Who is the worst AEW signing ever?
The worst
signing. That's rough. I guess the Librarians. I didn't care for them at all.
They were terrible.
What does Michael Nakazawa do?
Huh?
Oh yeah, you got the fucking clipboard or something.
What does Michael Nakazawa do?
He's a producer, but he's friends. He's friends with Kenny. That's why he has a job.
Someone said Saraya. I don't know about Saraya.
Yeah, she's up there. She didn't do a damn thing in AEW.
Saraya was terrible in AEW. She was terrible.
She didn't do much. Yeah,
she won the AEW World Championship, and nobody remembers.
Yeah, it's just kind of forgotten now.
Saraya was.
I always say it, bro. I always say it, man. He's up there with also the best, but to me, he's also the worst signing of CM Punk. Because it's a whole domino effect, bro. I think CM Punk, him leaving that whole bullshit that happened, it really killed AEW's momentum, and they have not really recovered since. They're starting to a little bit. They got to end this Jon Moxley shit. They're not helping themselves out, but CM Punk, no matter whose fault it was,
right?
That shit killed their momentum.
When the question was asked, the first person that went to my head was CM Punk, but I'm like, at the same time, CM Punk was the biggest reason for their peak, for AEW's biggest peak so far.
That's why I always say, like, he's the best and the worst, because like they didn't get as popular without having him.
No,
right?
No,
but they were worse off for it when he left.
Yes, they were.
Yep. Yeah, I think those are some good shouts there. Yeah. What's the next one? What's the next question we got here, man? Who should be John Cena's final opponent in December?
It's gonna be Cody Rhodes.
Raheem.
I think Cody's gonna be the SummerSlam match, if I'm being honest. I think that's the SummerSlam match. I think they take the title off Cena at that point, and that's where you start to swing it back to babyface. I was gonna. Braun Breaker's a good one. I wonder who he wants to be his final opponent.
That would be that, bro. Just imagine the honor, bro, of Cena choosing you.
Being like, I want you to be my last opponent.
Are you upset we're not gonna get Cena and Cope?
That does hurt my heart.
That does hurt my heart. I am sad about that. I am sad about that.
I've told Cam this before, and chat, you guys can feel free to disagree with me, call me an E-Drum, whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I still don't like the Edge to AEW signing.
I don't. It's so weird. It's so weird.
It just doesn't feel right at all.
Weird seeing him there. It is so fucking.
You think you know him?
When I first heard that too, I was just like, like I get it. It's Beth. That's awesome for that couple, but no. I don't know. He's done some good work there. I'm not gonna pretend like he hasn't, but it's just like I don't know. Something just feels off about Edge in any other company besides WWE. Of course, I'm not gonna sit here and be like he should have never signed. It's just I want him to be happy at the end of the day. But that just felt weird.
Cam, where the fuck he at, bro?
Where the fuck who at?
Cole. Is he hurt?
I think he's selling his injuries.
I know he got written off at Dynasty, but god damn.
No, he's taking a break. He'll be back he's taking a break.
Okay, cool.
He'll be back at all out Canada when it's Edge and Christian against FTR in the main event. He'll be back for All Out Canada.
Hell yeah.
They not missing. They are not having Cope miss All Out in Toronto. I promise you, they're not.
No way. Especially an Edge and Christian reunion in Toronto. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he won't be there for that. I promise you. Which women's division as a whole has been booked better, WWE or AEW this year, not including NXT?
Booked better?
At least with AEW, there's more people that I can consider prominent.
I almost have to swing AEW, bro, because the way that Triple H has been treating his women, especially the mid-card women, they got nothing going for them at all. I mean, Lyra just now is starting to get some traction because of Becky, bro. Before that, bro, months of nothing.
Dead in the water.
Chelsea Green, let's be real.
The tag title scene.
Dead.
Even the main event scene has just been like the Tiffany Stratton reign. I'm really not moved on it at all. I mean, it's the Raw side. It's starting to feel a little bit better with EO, but it's still like there feels like a lack of focus in terms of who's challenging. Like I don't even know who EO's next opponent is going to be. I thought it was going to be Rhea Ripley, and now that's kind of out of the water or out of the stratosphere. It's just like I don't know. It feels like there's a lack of focus on that women's division.
It is. Focus on that division. It really is.
Someone asked, "What's one match you wish you were there for in person?"
I would have been there. There are 3 matches I would have loved to have been there for. Just because the crowd, I think, would have made it a lot of fun. Hogan Andre, WrestleMania 3. I would have loved to have been in the crowd for that. I would have loved to have been in the crowd for that.
You probably were.
Huh?
I said you probably were in the crowd for that shit.
You're stupid.
Hogan Andre, I would have loved to have been in the crowd for that. Cena and RVD, one night ECW, and Punk Cena, Money in the Bank 2011. Those are 3 matches I need to be. I wanted to be in that stand spot. It was 4-4.
I think there's 2 matches for me. The first match I would want to be there for is Jeff, Triple H, and Edge, Armageddon 2008. Just for the title win, I would love to be there. Probably the heist of the century, Brock, Roman, and Seth. Well, and Seth technically. Like I think just being at WrestleMania 31 would have been amazing. Just like the way I popped at home, I think I would have popped even more in the crowd if I was there.
Let's see. I'll go one from WWE, one from AEW. I'll go Shawn and Taker from 25. I'll stand that match till I die. For AEW, I'll say Kenny and Ospreay for Forbidden Door 2023.
I would have loved to the fucking crowd.
Oh God.
Let me see
that's as close as perfect as you can get, bro. Both of those matches.
top 5 WWE draft moves this year that need to happen. Get LA Knight over to Monday Night Raw. Get him over there immediately. Get him over there prime time. The first flight to Raw. Get LA Knight over to Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I can think of it. Oh, LA Knight over to Raw. Drag Carmelo Hayes over to Monday Night Raw too. There's some Mello over there. Either draft Austin Theory out of NXT or out the company.
Yo. Bro said out of the company.
Hate on Theory. I'm not saying that I hate on Theory. I think Theory would do a lot better leading WWE.
Ooh, someone said Gunther to SmackDown. I'm with that.
I like that. It's time. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, go ahead and move Gunther over to SmackDown. And Matt Thunder said, bring the whole Raw tag division to SmackDown. I like that.
Honestly, just merge the divisions. There's just not enough tag team depth. I think SmackDown, for some reason, just books the tag team way better. So I agree with that as well. Someone said Rhea to SmackDown.
Rhea to SmackDown. Need it.
Yeah, give her a change of scenery. She's been on Raw forever.
And please don't send her off to the fucking WWE Championship, bro. Let her mingle in the mid card, bro. Let her be flexible in that sense, bro. She doesn't have to always be floating around the main event scene.
Rhea gonna go to SmackDown and tell John Cena to cut your fucking deck.
Yeah. Someone asked, what's one thing you would tell your younger self about what happens in the future of wrestling?
It gets better. It gets better.
That Vince steps down eventually. Because I genuinely thought that man was gonna die at the fucking.
I think he was planning on it.
Yeah, I don't think he was gonna retire.
Who?
Vince.
McDiddy.
Oh.
Roman Reigns actually becomes good.
Hey, this Roman nigga becomes good.
Oh, the WWE TNA partnership.
Oh, yeah. Eventually they would have had that. Someone said people power turns on kids. That's crazy. I haven't seen much of that, but that's crazy. Yeah. Those are yeah.
Oh, I like this question by Matt Thunder. What is one talent you thought would be the next big thing you're wrestling, but didn't for one reason or another? There are two people that I thought would be bigger stars than they were. First one is Austin Theory. I thought Theory would be a fucking First one is Austin Theory. I thought Austin Theory would be a multiple-time WrestleMania headliner by now. Well, not like a multi-time WrestleMania headliner, but I thought Austin Theory would be. I thought Theory would be one of the ones. I thought Theory would be one of the ones in that company. So Austin Theory, I was wrong about that. And Hook over in AEW. I thought Hook was gonna be some shit.
Yeah, I'm with you there, bro. I think for me that'd be Keith Lee. I thought Keith Lee was gonna be somebody that, and I know what happened. He got sick and stuff. But I thought Keith Lee was going to be one of those guys that Vince plucked from NXT, and I thought he was going to give them the Finn Balor push. When I said the Finn Balor push, I don't mean 2025. I mean 2016 when he straps the rocket to that man off rip. And I thought they were going that route when Randy Orton got squashed by Keith Lee essentially at Payback. That's where I thought they were going. But yeah,
again, I'll go one from WWE, one from AEW. AEW, I'll go, believe it or not, bro, I'm going Lio Rush. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. He was hooping in NXT as a cruiserweight champion. Then he was moving on to the main roster, doing shit with Bobby Lashley, and just nothing ever came of it. The other one for WWE side, I'll go Baron Corbin. His failed cash in was basically the beginning of the end.
That was it.
And then him cutting his hair, that was a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Constable Corbin. Jesus Christ. I gotta watch some 2019 Raw and SmackDown for a video in the future, and I'm sick to my stomach just thinking about it. I might do it on a Twitch stream, just so I can enjoy it more because there's gonna be a chat there. But Jesus Christ, Someone said, "What 3 wrestlers would you choose from Prime TNA to challenge Roman during his great reign?" Kurt Angle's number one for sure, because I think like Kurt Angle Roman Reigns is one of my dream matches in my life.
Samoa Joe got to be up there.
Samoa Joe, 100%. Prime AJ, oh fuck. Prime AJ versus Prime Roman Reigns. Oh my god! And we got like a taste of that. We got a taste of that in 2016, but like peak athleticism AJ Styles, bro.
Yeah.
Versus like Roman Reigns at the peak of his power, whether that was in-ring wise, storytelling wise, character wise. Oh my god, that would have fed families. That would have fed fucking families. Y'all have a different 3?
Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, and shit. Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe. I don't think the match itself would have been any good, but Roman Reigns and Abyss, or like Roman Reigns and Sting, I think that could have been fun.
Yeah, Roman Sting, yeah. Peak aura, shit.
I'll go Kurt, I'll go Samoa Joe, and I'll go Bobby Roode. Or Robert Roode, rather.
Okay, with that. Someone asked, influenced by Matt Thunder's question earlier, what wrestlers you guys never thought would amount to anything but turn out to be really good?
Okay. The first time I saw Tiffany Stratton in NXT, I did not think she was going to turn out to be any. I did not think she was going to be any good at all. Rick Carlisle, if you don't put Terry Sullivan in the fucking game with Jalen Brunson on the fucking bench,
this man's sweating.
First time I saw in NXT, I did not think she would really amount to anything at all, and I'm glad I was wrong about that. So Tiffany is 1, and then 2, this is another woman. Harley Cameron. First time I saw Harley Cameron on television, I turned my television. I was not interested. But Harley Cameron won me over. And so those are 2. Tiffany Stratton and Harley Cameron. I did not think those 2 would really amount to anything at all.
Me, I think I got to go Chelsea Green, bro. When I first seen her, I was like, she was genuinely green in NXT. But that's
crazy.
Her I didn't mean it like that. It was just a terrible pun. But her second stint on the main roster this time around really won me over. I wish they would have done more with her United States Championship run, but what do we know?
People gonna look at me crazy for this answer. Karrion Kross. I ain't see it at all. I ain't get it. Personally, the first time I saw Karrion Kross was when he made his NXT debut. I didn't see any of his Killer Kross stuff, but I just, outside of the presentation, I didn't really get it. Like, I really resonated with the Adam Cole promo that Twitter has run into the fucking ground. Yeah. But this last, like, I want to say year, he's really moved me. I've really been like, okay, this guy really, he gets the business. He gets it. He knows how to draw attention. He's done a really good job at it.
Cam, do you know who helped with that?
Huh?
Do you know who helped with that momentum?
Oh, fuck you. Oh, that's exactly what I think you said.
Who's he about to, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are y'all top? All right. Is there a theme you didn't originally like, but grew on you more and more? Grew you more and more as time went on. Okay. Okay. I got to think because I got a couple. I'm trying to think because there are a couple. There are a couple theme songs I've heard. I was like, the fuck is this? But as time went on, I'm like, yeah, they should have bop. I'm trying to think. Fuck.
Y'all gonna look at me crazy, bro. But when Jon Moxley went away from unscripted violence, I was mad as fuck.
I was not.
They started using Wild Thing. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I was not feeling Wild Thing at first, but that nigga, I was not feeling Wild Thing at first, but that nigga, I was like, okay, I can get with this. I like this.
And then
Y'all
they took
gonna
that
look
shit
at me
away.
y'all gonna look at me so wild for this. Mind you, I was a kid at the time, so cut me some slack. This fire burns. I could not stand the song when I was a kid. I couldn't stand it. I hated Punk on top of that. Couldn't stand none of it. Then I got older and I forgave Punk for 2009. And then I heard the song again. I'm like, okay, this shit is actually like an amazing fucking song.
Bro, for me, okay, I got one. For me, I remember when Keith Lee got called up to the main roster and they gave him a new fucking theme song. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Well, as time went on, I was like, this thing is a bop. I was like, this thing is a bop, low-key. I was like, low-key, this thing was a fucking bop. It was like, I was born to bring it to me. I rock with that. I like that one. And then Matt Riddle's theme. When they changed Matt Riddle's theme, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. I like his second one better.
But when they changed Matt Riddle's theme, I was like, what the fuck? But over time, I was like, I can rock this. I like this.
That's how I felt about LA Knights when they changed it for no reason.
I barely noticed it.
I noticed the little changes, like sonically. I was just like,
you could tell, but like if you
could tell it was different.
Yeah,
I could tell it was different. I just,
yep, this game is over. Nick, we're going to 6. This game is over.
Every time you say that, they end up coming back, bro. Chill out.
Right, like even game 1, y'all came back. Someone asked our top 3 NXT matches. Oh, what were you gonna say? What are you gonna say before?
No, I was just gonna say. So the way that Edge feels about Cena is the way you feel about CM Punk. I hate your music. I hate your hair. I hate your tattoos, your wrist tape, all that shit.
Hated that, man. I didn't care that he was a babyface, bro. I had this friend group in elementary school. I'm still friends with some of them too. Like we were Jeff Hardy stands to the max that we hated CM Punk so much. And then one day, one of the homies pulled up to school in a best in a best in the world t-shirt. I felt so much betrayal. I looked at this nigga like, the fuck.
Nigga, not talking to me no more.
I said, what the fuck? What are we doing? Why are you wearing this? I didn't talk to bro the rest of the day.
Dang, rest of the day.
I ain't talked. The crazy thing is, he's the closest to me now, but I did not talk to bro at all for the rest of the day.
I'm going to top 3 NXT matches.
Cole Gargano, Cole Ciampa,
lock.
Gargano Andrade, probably.
Yeah, for me, it's Cole Gargano. Gargano almost. No, Zane. Those are my third. Those are my top 3.
I go Ciampa, Cole. Not Ciampa, Cole. Ciampa, Gargano. Gargano, Cole. And then it's a toss-up. Probably DIY Revival.
I think it's this question. Triple H took over WWE back in 2018. What NXT wrestling do you believe would have been the most successful? Adam Cole for damn sure. Adam Cole for damn sure. That man would have never loved. That man would have never fucking loved. Adam Cole for damn sure. Adam Cole for damn sure.
Keith Lee,
yeah. I think Shayna Baszler would have had a lot better run than she did.
Aleister Black.
Yeah, Aleister Black too. Yeah, Aleister would have had a lot better run than he did. And then lastly, I don't know. But I'm damn sure Adam Cole. If Triple H would have took over this company, Adam Cole would not be in AEW right now.
There was one question that it kept coming up, and we just kept getting other questions. But do you guys think at this point Cena versus Theory at WrestleMania 39 should have never happened? I wanted to make sure I get to that question.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's just I didn't care for it in the first place. People were like, "Oh, this is a dream match." I don't. For who? I don't dream about this shit.
Yo, look at MB cooking in the chat. Yo, look at him. Came in right.
Oh my god! All right, bro.
We're not caping for Oreos, bro. Enough.
Someone asked top 5 WWE matches. I'm assuming ever.
Make that whole fucking episode.
Right. Shit, that might be the fucking episode 100. God damn it.
But hey, fuck it. Top 5. Damn.
Taker Sean.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Brett Austin.
Both?
Taker Sean.
Cam and I got 2 for 2. Same one.
Brett Austin is better than end of an era, people. Brett Austin is better than end of an era, people. It's time to go ahead. It's okay to get admitted. It's okay to admit it. Brett Austin is better than end of an era. It ain't a clip, but that shit better. I'm tired of you niggas. Tired of you niggas talking about, end of an era. No, motherfucking ain't. Brett Austin is better.
I'd put end of an era top 3 though.
Facts.
Punk Cena, because I was kind of on the same track with Cam. So
yeah.
Punk Cena. Number 5. Jeez.
I don't know what else. I'd have to sit down and think about this.
Yeah, that's wow. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I always know my number 1 and my number 2, but damn. Yeah, I don't want to throw out one I don't agree with after the stream.
Right.
Yeah, those would probably be my 4. Yeah, I guess those are my Mount Rushmore WWE matches of all time. And 3 of them just so happen to be WrestleMania matches.
How the fuck you like Oreos but hate Snickers? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Tell me how that works.
I like Snickers.
Get it together. What is wrong with you?
Snickers.
What
Bro,
Oreos.
You consume Oreos. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Oreos disrespectfully clear Snickers. Like it's not even like in the same category. It's just disrespectful to Oreos for me to put them in the same sentence. It's unacceptable work, to be honest. It's just
unacceptable work is you putting Reese's in D tier.
Should have put Reese's in fucking F- tier. God damn it.
Yo, Chad, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He takes 1 week off and he comes back. He thinks Oreos are all that. Hating on
amazing,
Reese's. Hating on Reese's, not giving Kwame. What?
Okay, I will say about Reese's. I'll give you guys, the Reese's fans, this. I understand why Reese's is good to some of y'all. I 100% understand why Reese's. It's just for me, the combination doesn't work. For me.
No, you don't work.
Me. Fuck you. So I won't roast you if you like Reese's, but Snickers, I bet you bite into trees. I guarantee you bite into trees.
Have you ever tried one?
A Snickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like what I assume tree bark tastes like.
You're not you when you're hungry, bro.
I got this panda in front of me. I'm straight.
Still to this day, I've never had panda. Panda Express.
You gotta work on that, bro. You gotta work on that. You gotta work on that. You gotta work on that.
You never had what?
He's never had Panda Express, bro.
Ever.
Let's see. She said all you guys need your taste buds checked.
Me? Bro, I be cooking on a daily, bro. What we not gonna do is we not gonna have Cinnamon Toast Crunch over Reese's Puffs. That's what we not gonna do.
You are a sick person.
How?
Tristan, get Baby Ruth the fuck up out of there.
Baby Ruth.
Yeah, Baby Ruth is fucking terrible. That is worse than Snickers. I'm sorry. That is the devil's spawn. I can't stand that shit.
Tristan, I know you're not eating Baby Ruth. Ugh.
Oh, I like this one. If you guys were wrestlers, what would be your wrestling style?
Oh man, I'd probably be like a definitely not Will Ospreay.
I'd be a hybrid technician, high flyer.
I'd be probably like a Keith Lee type shit.
I would like 20% Ospreay, 20% Danielson. 20% Ospreay, 20% Danielson, 20% Omega, and then the rest. I don't know, but I want Omega, Ospreay, and Danielson. I want that to be my wrestling style. I want that to be my top 30.
Cam would be an ultra heavyweight.
Baby Mark Henry. That's what D said.
Baby. No, I'm playing.
You stupid. You might actually be his son.
That's crazy. Someone said if you guys were wrestlers, what would be your signature and finisher move? I would say frog splash, but I feel like that's been like starting to become oversaturated. I feel like everybody has a frog splash now. Shit.
It's gonna be the finisher I always use when I hop. It's gonna be the finisher I always use when I hop on my career. And when I hop on my career in NBA 2, when I hop on my career in WWE 2K, I'm gonna hit your ass with a fucking running knee. I'm gonna end it with the butterfly pile driver, or as I call it. I've had a few different names for it. In 2K22, I called that shit the money clip. I said, get your ass over here!
Hey.
A money clip and it's over. So that would be mine. And in 2K23, I caught my shit the fucking devil inside. I said, get over here! I said, hit the devil inside! Oh, it's over. But I don't know what else.
It's a good show. Okay. I know
I
I've won a
probably-
submission as one of them.
Yeah, facts. I always do some shit like that shit what the fuck is that shit? Scorpion Deathlock.
Okay, like a sharpshooter type shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I think my signature would be a crossface.
Yeah.
Kind of like a label lock. Finisher though, damn. Maybe a GTS. I could do a high flying one. I know I could do some flips, but I don't know how many flips I could really do. Yeah, that's tough.
I'd probably do some shit I could just hit out of nowhere. Not obviously not like a cutter or some shit. Probably like a bull
like
hammer.
sweet shit music. Yeah. Super kick. I thought about a super kick. Yeah, no, I'm bringing back the super kick as a finisher, bro. Fuck that signature move shit. Bring it back as a finisher.
Are you gonna tune up the band? Like what's it like?
Absolutely.
What's gonna be your wake up?
That's a good question. I don't know if I want to demonstrate, but you know.
Would y'all rather be a heel or a face?
Shout out to the super chat. Heel. I think it is so much easier to make people hate you.
Took the words out my mouth, gang.
I could be an annoying heel. I could be a very annoying heel.
You're already a heel for this podcast. You're the biggest heel of this show. That's why Sunday gonna go crazy. The biggest heels of all time in these podcasts, man. You got Cam versus G Baby, bro. You said what?
Wait, really? I'm going against G Baby Sunday?
I hope so. I hope y'all on opposite teams. I swear to God. Those guys here.
You asking the wrong person, motherfucker. I'm the fucking host.
That's true. He's the one that makes the teams.
I'm the host. Have I thought about who's with who? No, I haven't. Not yet. But all I know is you and G Baby is something that the No Name fans want. So you guys will not be on a team.
There is a God in this world.
Honestly, I just been thinking I might just put Team Rated M against Team No Name. Might as well just do that.
Cool, man.
I might just do it. I don't know. I think I might.
So we're bringing Khris on? What's the word?
I mean, might as well, right? If Khris wants to be on, but Khris is not a debate guy. He's more of a conversation guy.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. I'll figure something out.
For sure.
I might just bring on somebody like Kieran. You know.
Cool with that. Yeah.
What's up, guys? How we doing? I'm sorry I did not have a segment planned for you guys today. I apologize.
That's all good.
But I can off rip real quick, guys, to look after. Like I said, Tavion Heights. You gotta look after that dude, Mike Santana. I'm gonna go. Callie Armstrong. She became the first ever WWE Evolves Women's Champion. So shout out to her. So I'll give y'all those three names. It's definitely.
I got no
Jack Perry.
No.
Tavion Heights. Don't you Tavion Reigns?
Tavion Reigns, man.
Bro.
Roman Heights.
You gonna tell me that's not Roman Reigns? You gonna tell me that's not Roman Reigns right there?
Charlie Dempsey hating ass.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Somebody on TikTok, and I do agree with them. Can we stop using amateur wrestlers as guys to make your shitty wrestlers look good? And I'm not talking about Mike Santana or Tavion Heights, but like it's so true. WWE uses their elite amateur wrestlers to make their bottom tier wrestlers look elite as fuck, instead of just pushing the amateur wrestlers. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So wait, what do we talk about? Knicks up 11? Shit.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
What you eating? Chinese food?
Hmm.
Panda Express. I never
Yeah,
had
Like a
this.
good panda.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not
You
worried.
got that orange chicken. You got that orange chicken.
Oh yeah, of course.
Chris, how we doing? You going live after?
Yes, sir.
All right. What do we talk about?
We were
We
just
just been
on
doing
for
Q and A
time.
until you get here, bro.
What do we talk about?
We were just doing Q and A while we were waiting.
Oh shit! Y'all didn't even do the top 10.
No,
No.
no.
We were waiting. When you said you were on your way, we were like, we'll wait.
Oh yeah. The zoo
But,
was
let me
zooing.
get those slides up here.
The zoo
You said
was
the
zooing.
zoo was zooing.
Yeah, I saw
Zoo was
Cam. I saw T there. I saw
Fuck.
I saw myself. Yeah, no, yeah. I like to call myself an alpaca because of my hair. I did manage to feed Gunther, so there was a goat there, so I fed Gunther. What else was there?
What you mean, Jack Perry scapegoat?
Oh,
no,
brother. Get the
no.
sign. Get the
No, stop.
sign.
Nah, there was a sloth, dude. I like sloths. Sloths are cool.
Oh, so Adam Cole in 2025.
Oh my.
So Adam Cole.
Relax.
I saw Adam Cole. Yeah, so there was two goats. So there was Gunther and there was Undertaker. I was like, wow, bro, greatness right
Well,
here. That's
Cena,
Here we
Cena?
go.
Cena?
Where's Cena at?
What do you mean we're Cena?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Bro, he
Here's
was. What do you mean we're Cena? He was with the Ruthless Aggression people, the Flamingos. So they were all there in one area.
I hate you, bro.
He was all there.
MB,
All
what?
right, man.
MB, what did I do to you?
Al Green is
Al-
nuts.
Like Al Green. It was cool,
said,
man.
"Fuck you."
I saw a snake for the first time.
Randall?
You ever seen a snake before?
I've never seen a snake before. That bitch was long.
Mm.
And then I saw anaconda. That bitch was long. That bitch was long.
No, did he? Like,
I'm talking about animals here,
I
man.
wasn't gonna say nothing, bro. Yo, Mo.
I'm
what-
talking
why?
about animals. I'm literally talking about animals, and you talk about you're
Mo
gay.
heard,
You're
Mo
gay
heard
as fuck.
Anaconda. Mo heard Anaconda and thought about that one song.
I literally said I saw a snake
course,
for the
I
first
definitely did. I
time,
saw
and
the
after I
Nicki
saw
Minaj.
anaconda, like, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
See, Daniel gets it, like, bro.
You see, but it was raining, so a lot of the big animals got put away. Like, I didn't even see a bear. Like, I wanted to see a bear, and then there was no snow leopard. Like, where's the snow leopard? I want to see a snow leopard.
Bro, this nigga Bert, bro, this nigga Bert cracked me up, bro. This nigga Bert put a tweet up on
Yeah, but I said, get the sign from Mo for being gay. Get the sign from Mo.
Yeah, facts,
Yeah,
facts.
you gay as fuck.
Like, wait. He's been slandering Jack Perry all stream. I think he should get the infinite symbol, bro.
Bro, this nigga Bert is tweeting about TNA. This nigga cracked me up. He said the Elegance brand is the most modern day. He said the Elegance brand is the modern day beautiful people. Other pieces are there. Ash, Angelina Love, Heather Velvet Sky, Maggie Madison Rain, Iceman, Cute Kiss. This group is money. Nigga, what? This nigga
Fucking bird, bro.
Oh my god.
Fucking bird, bro. Someone said I have a child and decide to be like this, bro. Leave me alone, man.
He's not wrong.
I've had a week. All right, let me enjoy myself.
A hell of a week. He's
But
had
yeah,
a
let's
hell of
get.
a week.
What the hell?
Yeah. You stupid.
He said, "What the hell?" No, I can't say what Boosie said.
All right, folks, let's get to this top 10. You already know what time it is, bro. The top 10 Money in the Bank cashes, man. Shout out to my thumbnail maker, bro. Shout out to him. He made this in like an hour. That shit was quick.
Damn.
But,
I see Brock at the top. Well, look at him peeking over.
I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious.
Bitch
Lewis, Mo doesn't like Snickers either.
I don't.
It doesn't surprise me because Mo's bitch ass said he don't like peanuts or peanut butter and chocolate together, and I think
Mo doesn't like food. He doesn't like edible food.
I think he's fucking weird because Mo.
had panda.
Oh no, because Mo was that like he's on that bulking. He's one of them gym bros, so all they eat is fucking plants and drink green juice all day.
Ew.
That's all they fucking do.
Showing up to the gym in sweatpants.
Gym bros do not know food.
Okay,
They eat unseasoned salmon. They eat raw steak. Like they eat fucking rice out of the rice cooker. Rice cooker sucks, by the way.
Oh nah, I find healthy alternatives of junk food.
That's
time.
not the same. That's not the same.
Of course,
shit.
it's not the same, but I'm still trying to lose weight.
It's not good as fuck, bro. If it
Of
don't
course it's
taste
not the
good,
same.
I'm not eating. I'm sorry. If it
Oh,
don't
no, of
taste
course.
good, I'm not eating it.
See, I don't complicate
You be
my diet.
eating that bland ass popcorn, bro. Be a real man and go get that.
Come on, that shit good too.
Bro.
That shit good.
It
It's
is
a good
good.
alternative.
It is
That popcorn
good.
you be eating, that shit bland as hell. I've had
No,
that.
it's not.
Man. I've
You
had
could
that.
just add seasoning to it.
Are you
just
talking
add
about
it.
why would I add something when it's supposed to have flavor already?
You
That
right,
that
but it's
shit make no
the
sense.
shit with flavor on it already.
That's
It's unhealthy as fuck.
No, wait, no. The popcorn you
Most
be
of the time.
eating, I know the popcorn you be eating. This shit sucks.
No, Skinny Pop is the one that's like
Skinny pop
insalvageable.
ass. Yeah,
I can't.
It's
I
not
can't.
good.
That's insalvageable.
That shit
You not
is.
fucking with Skinny Pot? Nah, you bugging.
It's okay. Like
That shit is
I'll
good.
eat
But
it.
if we talk about the smart food popcorn, that's the real shit right there.
Oh, Smart Food
That shit
clears. Smart Food
that
clears.
shit good.
But why don't
But,
you have smart food? You be having them weird branded, fucking organic
I just be
popcorn.
eating. Yeah, and they good. And they the same, damn near the same price.
Oh no.
They damn near the same price. I swear to God, they be. For a whole big ass bag, they damn near the same price.
Man,
But yeah, let's get on with the list, man.
just lying, yo.
Y'all know what time it is.
Definition.
Caucasian soccer mom.
They
Food.
said,
Relax,
Mo,
homie.
do you know what a Caucasian soccer mom eats? That's crazy. They eat
Cam,
what
let us know. No, I'm playing.
He said,
You're
"Motherfucker, got a
fucking
big bag
dumb.
with one cookie in it." Yes, sir. The best soda in the world. Y'all better go find it. Go to
That's not Orange Fanta.
that.
This
Don't
man
look at
been
me like
drinking
that. Don't
on
look
the
at me like
stream. That's the same shit we had during the fucking drinking
Color
game.
champagne soda right
Thanks.
there. Y'all better drink it. Y'all better get it. It's lit.
I've never had that shit.
It'll kill you. It's 380 calories for this little bottle, but it's good for one time for Mo.
It's soda, bro. Like, I mean, I'm gonna drink soda if I want soda. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're grown
Just,
man.
just fit it into your calories. You straight, bro.
Yeah,
I
nah,
be eating Oreos on a diet. Like,
Why? Why the
I
fuck?
mean, hold on, Chris. I got peanut butter Oreos. Hold on.
Ugh. Okay, all right. On with the list. All
I'll
right,
eat one on stream right now.
Please
we'll
don't.
start with number 10.
Keep that shit away from your mouth too.
What did I put? Bro, I'm just
One.
drinking. I'm just drinking soda.
All right, I'll move the chat out of
What did I put? Oh wait,
My brother.
Damn, you got the same
got-
shit, Louis.
did I?
Oh, yeah.
Who was?
Chris
Who?
will move
Wait,
that.
who was? Oh wait, that was Jared. No, that was Edge, right?
That was
Edge.
that was
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I made sure.
Okay, so my number 10 for the audio
the
listeners. My
fuck
number
up,
10
James.
is Big E in 2021.
It was alright.
my number 10 is CM Punk from 2008.
My number 10. Y'all can read.
Audio listeners, audio.
You bot.
CM Punk and
Look, just because y'all getting belt to ass right now, don't mean you got to take it out on the viewers, okay? It's just because y'all on the verge of choking a 3-1, don't mean you can give people attitude.
Please don't
okay?
put that
That
there.
show is. Let me go get another. Let me go get some more Jack Daniels.
Go ahead and get another one. If I was you and I'm about to choke a 3-1, I'd be angry too.
Shut up. CM Punk 2009. Although y'all can read, so
But we have audio listeners, you
Oh my
fucking
God,
dweeb.
bro. This is why you get the infinite symbol.
That's why your head looks like my kneecap. I have seen Punk from 2008 as well.
Why the fuck you laugh so hard from a distance?
You
bro?
made
That
me
shit
spit out
echoed.
my drink. God
That
damn
shit
it.
Echoed, bro.
The fuck? Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Okay, I'll start by explaining my Big E in 2021, cashing in on Bobby Lashley. I just think it was just a really heartwarming moment. It was just really nice. The cash in itself wasn't anything too crazy.
Right.
Honorable mention, just barely missed a cut on my list was Bailey. But the moment of Big E winning, like just the reaction, not just excuse me, not just from the crowd, but like everyone online was so happy for Big E. Like WWE literally changed their name to Big E is WWE champion on Twitter. Like it was just one of those moments where like a guy that everyone just universally loves got a moment he deserved, and it was just nice.
It was the first. It was a history-making moment because it was the first time a black WWE champion dropped the title to another black WWE champion.
Oh shit!
Believe it or not.
I forgot about that too.
Believe it
I
or
didn't
not,
know
yeah,
about
that's
that.
the history that. Yeah, I believe it or not. So it's a fun fact.
Learn something new every day, Chad.
Yep.
So I chose CM Punk from 2008 as my number 10. Mostly being because back in this time there wasn't there was social media, but not to the extent that we have it today. So this came as a genuine shock. After Batista laid waste to Edge in the ring, his music hit. At first, it didn't sound like the crowd initially reacted when he came out with his music hit. But when the ref counted 3, that place fucking blew up. And I think I read some shit somewhere where Punk said that Edge was the only one that believed in him at the time. And as Punk was going for the cover, he whispered thank you to Edge. So that was a nice little moment for him.
Okay, I guess I'm next. CM Punk 2009. CM Punk 2009. For me, CM Punk 2009. Trying to think. It was Extreme Rules 2009 where Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy, and it would start the CM Punk return, and it would start CM Punk and Jeff Hardy, and it would start CM Punk heel turn, and it would start CM Punk Jeff Hardy feud. And so that's why it's number 10 to me, just the historical significance of it. And also Punk, the historical significance of it. And also Punk coming in and just being like, this. That's why I have that at number 10. But yeah,
So Chris and I agree. We both have CM Punk here. The reason I have CM Punk here is because I'm looking at the list in order, and I'm looking at Edge, RVD, Mr. Kennedy, and an Edge winning it back. So up until this point, the only person to because I feel like RVD, having ECW and having all this shit really helped him. And then we know what happened with Kennedy. Edge ended up getting it. So to me, this was solidifying what the Money in the Bank is supposed to be, that heel that they want to push further and solidify further to really break through that glass ceiling. And the only other person to do it was Edge. And to me, this is where that cash in for me personally, it's not just about the cash in. It's this cash in right here screams to me, okay, CM Punk is this, he's going to be a guy going forward. This is solidifying him. So to me, to really start CM Punk's main event career, I really look at that moment. This is where they really, really started working on him. This is the moment right here. So that's why I got a 10.
I think another forgotten fact about that cash in specifically, CM Punk was actually screwed out of the ECW championship by Edge. So it's kind of poetic justice.
Oh,
yeah. Chavo beat Punk for the title.
Because
on a regular ECW show, because Edge speared him, Yep.
Yeah, so it was kind of poetic justice in that.
Oh my God, yeah. Shit. Damn, that was the same year? Ooh.
Yeah, literally earlier in the year.
Oh my God.
All right, so there we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go on to the next one. Number 9.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
Damn, bro. 2 for 2.
Hey, Chris, bro. Hey, we right here. Why do y'all have Punk? Why do y'all got Cam? What the fuck, dude?
Cam got him back to back.
Cam, what the fuck?
What?
Cam, what the fuck?
What the fuck, bro?
Y'all could have matched on the last one.
You put Punk bottom 10, bitch? Twice?
Damn.
All right, my number 9 was CM Punk in 2009.
My number 9 is Big E from 2021.
Y'all can read.
Shut the fuck up and just say it.
This fat fucking titty sucking bitch has CM Punk from 08.
Read it, nigga.
CM Punk 2008.
I as well have Big E from 2021.
For me personally, I think this was the better of the two cash-ins for CM Punk. I think this is the one that really made CM Punk a himothy in the company at that time. The first run, the first cash-in, he didn't exactly have a good run to follow it. But the fact that they clearly saw something in Punk and gave him the Money in the Bank back-to-back years, even though some people may have disagreed with the decision at the time, and it ended up working out. I think out of this, you got one of the best versions of CM Punk. You got one of CM Punk's greatest feuds. You got some of his greatest matches. And And I think it was one of those like cash-ins for me. It was the first cash-in for me that I watched that really broke my heart in real time. Obviously being a Jeff Hardy fan, but I think in the long run, looking at it objectively, that was perfectly done. Like I love too how Jeff Hardy kicks out from the GTS at one point, just to sell the fact like, oh, maybe he doesn't get it done.
Doesn't he roll him up too?
Yeah, Jeff rolls him up. I'm like, holy shit. So like they had like a little mini match in there, but obviously Punk, went ahead and won it. And I love how justified Punk was. Like, I did what everyone else does with the briefcase. I did it last year, and y'all didn't have a problem. Now because it's somebody you like, you have an issue.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was perfect. So love that cash in.
So I got Big E from 2021. This one, it feeds into Cam's, what he likes to put out there, the bullshit into announcing your cash. Yeah. Relax. Big E was, promising all night he was gonna cash it on Bobby. He did it after the match too in Boston, bro. It was a hell of a fucking reaction he got. To me, it almost feels like after we saw Kofi get his moment at Mania in 2019, everybody chill out, bro. It almost felt like Big E was next up. Who's that supposed to be? Is that Cam?
It's Cam.
That's the face he's making right now. Cam got some tiny ass ears too. But Big E. The overall moment itself on a random episode of Raw in September, over Bobby Lashley, an injured Bobby Lashley, but it was a Bobby Lashley who wasn't a part of a match. So a babyface not cashing in on a mid-match opponent. There you go.
Now,
are you done?
No. Sign. We're not letting him finish that shit. Sign.
I got you, man.
No, we're not announcing no damn cash in.
Yeah, seriously.
No, I've seen him Punk in 2008. This was the first time that we ever, up until Punk in 08 did it, when the babyface won Money in the Bank, they would announce the cash in. I'm announcing my cash in on you. This is the first time we saw a heel. No, this is the first time we saw a babyface give the heel a taste of his own. Edge had been known as the motherfucker. Edge had been known as the motherfucker. He's the ultimate opportunist. I'm gonna wait till you're beaten down. Then I'm gonna come cash in. I'm gonna wait till you're beaten down. Then I'm gonna come cash in. Well, Punk gave Edge a taste of his own medicine. Edge got the shit beat out of him by Batista. Punk came out, gave Edge a GTS, and Punk won the briefcase. So Edge got comeuppance. Edge got a taste of his own medicine. So that was great.
I got Big E from 2021. I actually did like Big E letting everybody know, like, whoever walks out as champion, like, he's gonna fucking cash in tonight. And I liked that Big E came in, and for usual Money in the Bank purposes, motherfuckers like to beat their guys down before they cash in. Nah, Big E walked in there, he handed the briefcase, and Bobby Lashley at first was like, nah, I don't want to do this. Big E slaps the shit out of Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley goes, ring the fucking bell. Verbatim says that, ring the fucking bell, and starts beating the shit out of Big E. So I like this cash in because it keeps, not only does it elevate Big E into being a main eventer, into being a world champion, but it also protected how strong Lashley is, because Lashley was defending it off of 1 foot, and he was still giving Big E the business for a little bit. And then, Big E becoming champion, the place erupted, dude. That shit was great. Further solidifying New Day as one of the greatest factions to ever exist, because they won it together as a group. And like I said, the history that was the first time a black man dropped another title to a black man, a world title. So that was it was very cool to see history like that. We don't talk about Big E's title reign, though. We don't talk about that.
Facts.
No, we don't. No,
Facts.
That's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No.
It started off good. He beat Drew. Started off really good.
Yeah,
and
the
then
Crown Jewel match. Yeah.
And then he's defending against Theory.
Hell no.
He's defending against Theory.
3.
Come on, Chris. Can we go 2 for 3?
1.
No,
Fuck,
we're all
Fuck.
different. We're all different.
That's all right. We'll get him again.
Cam, what the fuck, dude? Did you
He
just
just
moan?
blames Cam every time.
You just moan?
Yo, all right. Number 8, I have Edge in 2007.
Number 8, I got Dean Ambrose from 2016.
Was that Undertaker?
I have Randy
Yeah.
Orton. I got Randall Keith Orton from 2013. You can read, motherfuckers.
Bro, we have audio listeners, you micro dick.
I almost said something else. Sign. I almost said something way out of pocket.
Almost called you a slur.
That basically is, bro.
Punk. I have CM Punk in 09.
Oh God.
So for me, Edge in 2007. This. I mean, I love it. First cash in I ever saw in real time. But also on top of that, I think it sparked off what was a really well done, pretty much year and a half story between Edge and Undertaker, where Edge was just consistently a thorn at Undertaker's side. And in some ways, it was just completely like insanely shocking, like to see Edge go over to SmackDown when he was a Raw superstar and cash in on the. I think that was the first time they did that. I think RVD was a Raw superstar when he cashed in on John Cena and then announced his cash in. But I thought that was amazing. I think, personally speaking, moment for moment, just the moment, not including impact or anything like that. I think the moment of Edge cashing in this time was better than the first time he ever cashed in. That's me though. I think the way they did it with Undertaker and Batista, the match beforehand, and then having Undertaker, like Michael Cole's commentary was great on top of that, being like, Edge, God damn it, not this way. Like, come on, bro. Like, I thought that attitude as well.
Okay, I'm cooking.
So I chose Ambrose from 2016 at number 8 for a couple reasons, honestly. The biggest one, obviously, him cashing in on Rollins after Rollins beat Reigns. Dean winning means everybody in the Shield that night at one point held the WWE Championship. Never done before, never done since. Another reason is, to me, it took Dean Ambrose, he was about here. Him winning that championship over Rollins, which added more to that story, to that feud, took it to here. And the biggest to me is having all three of these guys become world champions solidifies, to me, the Shield as the GOAT faction.
Okay, I guess I'm next. I'm sorry.
You guess.
Shut up. Shut your ass up.
You guess.
Randall Keith Orton from SummerSlam 2013. It should probably be higher, but kiss my ass. That's why I have it on my list. Y'all go fuck yourselves. The moment itself was great. Great moment. It's a great moment. Bryan and Cena, SummerSlam 2013. One of the greatest matches in SummerSlam history. Bryan put belt. Bryan showed up to SummerSlam and Bryan put belt to ass. He put belt to ass on Cena. He put belt to ass on Cena.
Relax.
Shut up. Bryan put belt to ass on Cena. He won the title. And then afterwards, Triple H. And then afterwards, they do the big reveal with Randy Orton walking out. Triple H turns on Daniel Bryan, gives him a pedigree. And then Randy Orton walks in, and Orton just covers him for the 1, 2, 3. And we have the start of the Authority. And in my opinion, we have the best version of Randy Orton. So, there you go.
I got CM Punk in 2009 because CM Punk broke a generation of kids' hearts because of this cash-in. It kickstarted the best feud in 2009. You Randy and Cena fans could eat a fat dick. Punk and Jeff clear that fucking shit. With that being said, though, I'm with Mo, man. The storytelling in this 2-minute match is fucking beautiful. Punk is obviously desperate again to be champion or whatever, and he does what everybody's supposed to do. And then Jeff Hardy gives you that slimmer of hope that he can just make it, because he just went through, I believe it was a grueling ladder match, right? It was a ladder match. So he goes through a grueling ladder match, and this man. You're like, oh shit, can Jeff do it? But like I said, a main reason why I have it is because this made CM Punk more menacing going forward, and this is what made him stay here in the main event scene and catapulted him further. And this kickstarted the best feud in 2009. Honestly, kickstarted one of WWE's best feuds they've ever had. I don't think Punk and Jeff had a bad match. I don't think there was any point their storytelling was bad, and all that happened because of the kickstart of Punk cashing in on Jeff. And Punk being the piece of shit because he beat Jeff in a cage match and sent his ass bye-bye. So Punk became like the most hated man from like 2009 to like 2010. And then
I can second that.
2011 happened. Then 2011 happened.
Shit, even then. Fuck
then
him.
2011 happened. All right, yeah. That's what I got.
Hell yeah. All right, folks. 3, 2.
Cam, we got the same one.
On to number 7.
Yeah, Cam. Yeah, Cam.
Bailey.
For me at number 7, I got Randy Orton at SummerSlam 2013.
We can see that, nigga.
Shut the fuck up.
You.
Yo, you really have no neck, yo.
I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
Alcohol is getting to me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we got no neck appearing on No Name, huh? Okay.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Do I look like Kiki to you? Do I look like Kiki?
I mean,
So do you look like Kieran?
a little bit actually.
Next, what are we doing?
At my number 7, I got Rob Van Dam from 2006.
What you know about that Rob Van Dam?
I got that. My number 7. I got that Bailey from 2019. Y'all too young to remember that. Y'all don't know about that.
Shut up, bitch. I had Bailey as well.
Oh, y'all don't know about that. We was in the trenches. Y'all don't know about that right there.
I had Bailey as well. Yeah, I had Bailey.
I put Randy this high because it's just like it kickstarted one of the greatest storylines we've ever seen in WWE. The Bryan versus the Authority storyline is one of the greatest things I've ever done. Now, obviously, intentionally, they didn't mean to do that. They didn't mean to put Bryan in that position to be as popular as he became, but it was just, I think it was one of those cash-ins and one of those moments where you're watching WWE. And a lot of times, like, here's an example. John Cena at winning the WWE title at WrestleMania 41.
Yep.
That was a moment where it's like, yeah, I'm supposed to hate this, but I hate this for the wrong reasons. Randy Orton cashing in on Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. We hated it because we just wanted Bryan to succeed so bad. And we were supposed to hate it just the way they did it. Yep. And it was done to a perfection. Like Triple H, bro, I remember my jaw being on the floor watching this when Triple H spun Bryan around and hit the pedigree. I'm like, oh my God. Because that was the first time in real time I had seen a heel Triple H. I'd never seen heel Triple H before that. Yeah. So it was just like, oh my God. Like, what is this? And then Randy coming back in and cashing in, it was amazing. One of the best SummerSlam endings ever, arguably the best SummerSlam ending ever. Just amazing cashing.
So I got Rob Van Dam from One Night Stand 2006. Again, this feeds into Cam's agendas. Fucking RVD announces before the show, obviously, he's going to cash in on John Cena. And probably the most hostile crowd I've ever seen a part of a wrestling show.
There goes Cam sucking ghost dick again. There goes Cam.
You broke character. No, I just thought him cashing in on that night, announcing it at a time, getting all those fans together in the Hammerstein Ballroom. It created a moment that we still talk about to this day, almost 20 years later. And we just seen the fucking sign reappear, the one that says if Cena wins, we riot. That shit is still here to this day.
Yep.
So yeah, I got RVD at 7.
Right, Cam.
Announce your
sign.
No. Come on.
Nah, number 7.
That's why you're a bitch.
Oh my God!
Wow, that was blood.
No, number
Fuck
7.
him.
No, number 7. I got Bailey from Money in the Bank 2019. Just a fun cash-in. Just an overall fun cash-in. Bailey won the briefcase. I was not expecting her to win the briefcase, but Bailey won the briefcase, and Bailey coming out that same night and cashing that bitch in on Charlotte Flair was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And this would also start the Bailey heel turn. Because of this, we got heel Bailey. So there you go. Yes. Bailey number, so Bailey number 7. There you go.
The best way. Why do I have Bailey at 7? It was just kind of the environment in a sense. Like the other 3 that I have, like they didn't have the environment. Like people understand, like Bailey was over as fuck, but like her booking was, are they ever gonna pull the trigger on Bailey? And then that elbow drop on Charlotte, bro, that place blew up way before the ref hit 3. And yeah, I don't remember if anything. I don't remember if Bailey did anything with the title, but for the moment itself and the environment we were in, yeah, like that place was blowing up way before Bailey like even wanted to cash in. Like that environment was crazy.
No.
Let's go.
Oh,
What we
yeah.
got at 6? What
Hell
we got
yeah.
at 6? Come on, baby. Come on. Come
Easily
on. Come
said.
on.
3, 2, 1. What we got at number 6? Ooh. Okay, I like this. I like these lists so far. Even y'all's. Number 6 for me, I got Damian Priest at WrestleMania 40.
Number 6 to me, I got Edge 2006 New Year's Revolution.
What you know about that, Chris?
Why you got that bit so low? Why you got that bit so low?
You'll see, bro. Stay tuned, motherfucker. Just tell the chat who you got.
I had Dean Ambrose for 2016. Let me leave Chris alone. I got Dean Ambrose for 2016.
It's my dog.
Lewis?
Oh, you already said it, Cam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I have Randy Orton 2013 SummerSlam.
Damian Priest for me, I know like we just saw it and it's like fresh in our minds, but man, like I think just everything to open night 2 of WrestleMania was so well done. All of it. And I think Damian Priest's cash in was just the cherry on top of that. You completely elevated a new star with that cash in. I think another thing too with that Money in the Bank for a little bit had felt like it was dead in the water. And I think Damian Priest's cashing in, I think, is what revived that. It kind of gave that importance back to the Money in the Bank briefcase. Because after Austin Theory's cash in, I started to question if we should even have Money in the Bank again. And obviously that is not on this list, on either of our lists. But Damian Priest, I think it was just well done. The moment was great. Priest deserved it. I have zero complaints about Damian Priest's cash in. It was awesome.
It's on mine.
Shut up. We'll get to it. Who told you to drink? You have no PTO anymore.
Facts. You're not missing SmackDown tomorrow.
No mooses for you.
Oh yeah, and they announced for you that USA is incredibly happy with the 3-hour show.
This is why I don't watch SmackDown, folks.
I don't either. I just watched the Chris watch along.
Tiene suerte.
I just put that shit in the background and give Mo the watch hours.
I got Edge from 2006, man. This is fucked up, bro, because Cena had just gotten out of an Elimination Chamber match, all bloodied and shit. And then Vince McMahon comes out and says that Edge is cashing in. And to be fair, he kind of announced it, but not really, not ahead of time. But he came out, he let him know he's gonna do it before he did it. But looking back at it, this cash in specifically is what ignited Edge and Cena's feud, and is one of the reasons why Edge and Cena, to me, is each other's biggest rival. And if you've been an avid listener of the pod since day one, I was always of the belief that Cena and Randy were each other's greatest rival, until I got ethered by Mo.
Yeah.
So I lived and I learned, and we ball.
Good job, Mo.
Episode 2, bro.
Good job, Mo.
What happened on episode 2?
I named 20 rivalries I have over Cena Orton. And Chris agreed with damn near all of them.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wasn't episode 2 the same episode where Chris had Shane and Undertaker as the top 10 Hell in a Cell match?
I'm not getting off that train, Mo.
Oh God.
Good ass.
You had Cam. I don't want to hear that from you. You had DX versus the McMahons as a top 10 Hell in a Cell match. I don't want to hear it.
It's better Undertaker shade.
That's not
That's not
a
saying
bar.
much.
That is not a bar. You can just
That's not
walk through,
saying
you
much.
can walk through the door and it'll be better.
Here's Undertaker.
Cam, explain why Ambrose is fucking 6 for you. Come on.
Oh, by the way, episode 2 was another thing. That was the first episode where Bring Back Bullying came around. So there you go.
Bring back Bull.
I have
Me
Dean
too.
Ambrose at number 6 for me. I have Dean Ambrose at 6 for me. 2016 was the longest time in a long time that I had enjoyed the WWE product. 2016, I think, is easily the best year of the 2010, and I was a massive Dean Ambrose fan, and I was a massive Dean Ambrose fan. So when he came out and he won the title, I popped like crazy. Also, I love the way it was done. The way that it was, I love how the title went from Seth. I love how the title went from Roman to Seth to Dean, and I just love the way that it was done. Seth wins the title afterwards. Dean music afterwards. Ambrose's music hits. Seth is looking at the top of the ramp because he's looking for Dean. He's looking at the entranceway looking for Dean. Dean comes from the crowd, hits Seth with the briefcase, delivers dirty deeds, and he wins the title. Just awesome. It was awesome. So at that point, I was convinced Dean Ambrose is never going to be WWE champion. So at that point, but no, I thought it was great. So that's my number 6.
I got Randy Orton number 6 because one, it really this was Orton's heel turn, right? Orton was a face. 2, it kickstarted one of the greatest stories we've ever seen in our fucking lifetime. And 3, it just screwed over Daniel Bryan and having one of the best pay-per-view endings ever, regardless of SummerSlam or not. This was really the kickstart of a ride, and shit was wild. And yes, I got Randy Orton here.
Oh yeah. So we're going to the top 5, folks. If you haven't already, make sure you like up the stream if you haven't, bro. Come on.
Yep.
But yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let's go on to number 5. We got any matches? We got a match. We got a match.
Cam, we're here, Cam.
All right, so my number 5, I got Dean Ambrose in 2016.
My number 5, I got Randy Orton from 2013.
My number 5, I got Damian Priest. I don't appreciate Lewis copying me, bro.
You're fucking gay as hell.
I don't appreciate this, bro.
Number 5, I got my favorite cash in of all time, Damian Priest.
This man copied my old.
You're black. I'm Puerto Rican. I overrule you in the scenario. Move.
What the? All right. Anyway, number 5, Dean Ambrose.
Move. This is my man. This is my man's move.
This guy. Look, that was one of the best nights as a sports fan in general. Just Money in the Bank 2016.
LeBron fans! Oh my!
3-1 comeback right there. Oh yeah,
Chris, can you believe this guy?
A great time.
Can you
3-1 comeback? Dean Ambrose wins the WWE title.
LeBron fans, bro.
But he won't respect Kwame, bro. Make it make sense.
Fuck you. Let me have
combined with Kobe, bro.
I don't care. But yeah, regardless of the outside wrestling stuff, I just think everything was perfect there. Like the Roman Seth match was great. Seth winning clean as a whistle. Obviously, we know why in hindsight, but that was a shocker. I despise you.
It was great.
But then, like Seth, because there was a segment the week before Money in the Bank where they teased Ambrose doing what they ended up doing, where he said, "What if I win the briefcase and cash in?" And I was like, "Yeah, please, that'd be amazing." And then the fact that they actually did it, it was just. I think commentary nailed it. Michael Cole nailed it. He was like, Rollins is seeing a ghost of his past. Like, it was amazing. Everything about that.
Yeah.
And it kickstarted a really fun summer. So
Bro, that place erupted when Ambrose smacked Seth with the briefcase in his face.
Because we knew what was coming. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Bro,
Amazing.
watching it live, I didn't think. I'm like, bro, there's no way they actually really do it. But I knew it once Dean locked his hands on the Dirty Deeds. I was like, oh, brother, no fucking way.
And they did it. Now I did always think Ambrose would win the title. I just didn't think it would be there. I was happy it was.
Hey, man.
So I got Randall Keith, 2013. This might be a hot take, but I consider this the most important cash in of all time. For the simple fact that it basically gave us the next arc of WWE, which would like Mo went on to mention earlier, became one of the most important times in WWE history. Daniel Bryan, the Yes Movement. We don't get some of the biggest moments in the company's history. We don't get Yeselmania. We don't get Daniel Bryan tapping out Batista. We don't get through the Authority putting Daniel Bryan through hoops week after week just trying to get the match. You know, so for that simple fact alone, Triple H heel turn, commentary was great as well. I got Randy at 5.
Fat boy.
So you do it for him.
All right, so why do I have Damian Priest at number 5? Shit. Yeah, full bias. I'm Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. You feel me?
Fuck it.
This was one of the few wrestling moments where I legit bursted into tears. I legit cried my ass off. I was in the living room with my sister, my mom, her fiance, and all that shit. And I kind of didn't want to believe Damien was coming out because I'm like, there's no way they'll do it. I don't think they think Damien that big to cash in that Mania. When his music hit, I was thinking so negative. I'm like, bro, they're gonna fuck him over, bro. They're gonna fuck him over, bro. They're gonna fuck him over. Then when he cashed in and hit the South of Heaven, to hear the roar of the crowd and to see Damien win, boy, I cried when the ref hit 3. Like I couldn't. That was the first time I had a Puerto Rican world champion in my lifetime. The first time we've had one since Pedro Morales. And you know, Damien was screaming "Yo soy Boricua" up and down the ramp, and it still gets me to this day when I rewatch it. It's my favorite cash in of all time. It brought back what Money in the Bank was supposed to be. Just that shock factor, like holy shit. Yeah, shout out Damien. This was the cash in that has made him a main eventer.
Yep.
And it was fucking beautiful, bro. I wouldn't ask any other way. I always asked for a Puerto Rican world champion, and when I finally got it, I didn't. Boy, I lost my shit. So it was cool.
I remember that episode right after the WrestleMania Night 2 when you were talking about that. I do remember that.
Yeah, man, because like I always said, bro, like I was happy when Kofi won it. I was happy when Big E won it. But at the end of the day, like I'm not a black man, so it doesn't hit me as much as, you know, as much as it hit you and all on everybody else on No Name. And I just always wondered if I could just have that moment, like if I could just understand, because you guys weren't the only people I talked about it to. Like I've talked about it with Mitri, I've talked about it with Josiah. And the way they described it, it was like the most beautiful moment they could ever have. Like the shit was beautiful. Kofi winning, like they didn't know how to feel to see somebody that looked like them hold the biggest prize in the company. And I always wanted to feel that, but I never knew who would step up and do that. I thought maybe Karrion Kross probably could have been the guy. He wasn't. I didn't think Damian Priest would have been elevated the way he was. And like I said, when it happened, I just wanted to know what Kofi Mania felt like, and I wanted to know what Big E cashing in on Bobby Lashley felt like. And like I said, bro, like WrestleMania 40 was my Kofi Mania because I see somebody that looked like me, that talked like me, that got the same name as me, hold the title, hold the world title. So it was a special moment for me, knowing that my stereotype is no longer going to be made fun of, and my culture is going to be represented fully now. So it feels great. So from that moment on, I said, to my black friends, I understand what how y'all felt with Kofi, bro. I finally got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Respect.
Cam, you got anything to say about the cash in, bro?
No.
I think Lewis did it justice, to be honest. All right, so we can move on to number 4. 3,
Khris, we got the
2,
same one?
1.
Nah.
Me and Cam matched.
I see you.
Let's get it.
Yo, Cam, you got a fat ass figure, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
No wonder he's always accidentally calling us on IG, bro.
Facts.
I got Rob Van Dam at number 4 in 2006, One Night Stand.
Nigga, wasn't that Lewis calling us on IG yesterday?
It was an accident.
Yeah.
It wasn't from my fingers. I was laying on my stomach. I had the PS5 controller. I was laying on a beanbag on my stomach, and I'm over here playing Forza. I'm playing Forza because my sister's fiance is in the bathroom, and like my elbow hits my phone, and I'm hearing some shit. It sounds like a bomb going off, like some shit counted. I said, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "Oh my god, they're gonna eat me up for this."
You know who's never done that? Yeah, I come from.
I feel like you've done it before. We just ain't noticed.
I come from class, bro. I come from class. But no, I got Bailey from 2019 at my number 4.
Mount Rushmore, okay.
Oh, I got RVD. I got Rob Van Dam, Mr. 420, Mr. Marijuana himself, in 2006.
I have Edge 06.
Hell yeah. RVD in 2006, I think it's very obvious, the greatest announced cash in ever by like 10 country miles. I don't think I don't think number 2 is even remotely close. But just the environment of this, like them going into One Night Stand, going into the Hammerstein Ballroom, going into RVD's home, his home pretty much, ECW, and having this moment where this ECW guy who never won the ECW title when ECW was a thing. I'm tired of saying ECW. Him going in there and winning the WWE championship in front of that crowd, and the way, even like shout out to John Cena, the way he kind of, they had a Hogan Rock moment where they kind of flipped the script and made John Cena the pseudo heel for this match, and it just everything worked perfectly. Even them continuing to add to the John Cena and Edge storyline, with Edge being the one to screw John Cena over, even Paul Heyman being the one to make the count. All-time great moment. Is just amazing. Honestly, I can argue it to go even higher, but we'll leave it at number 4.
So for my number 4, I got Bailey. So for those who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but for those who don't know, I was actually there for the show. Money in the Bank 2019. They were in Hartford. I love this for more than one reasons. It was the absolute hands down best crowd reaction I've ever been a part of. 2, somebody like Bailey being a babyface, I guess it wouldn't really make sense for them to cash in on an already defeated or injured opponent, but it being Charlotte Flair kind of made sense for the story and for doing that. And like the homies were saying earlier, bro, like Bailey up until that point, she wasn't really booked that great. So this was kind of like her redo of sorts, because she had to work her way back from the kendo stick on a pole match, bro. It's hard to come back from that shit.
Yeah.
So shout out Bailey, bro.
I think another thing too, Charlotte technically did the same thing to Becky, because Becky had a Raw Women's title match beforehand, and then Charlotte comes out and has her SmackDown Women's title match, and basically steals it right under Becky Lynch's nose, and then Bailey comes in and comeuppance.
Yeah.
Charlotte
in the back. What happened? I mean, that's right.
Yep.
Rob Van Dam 2006, folks. I got to say it one time. I got to, because it actually happened. So I got to say this one time.
We'll let you say it this time.
Announce your cash in. Yeah, RVD announced this cash in. Told John RVD announced discussion. RVD told John Cena to his face, "I'm gonna put belt to ass at ECW one night stand." And RVD, he went to ECW one night stand and he put belt to ass.
He did not put no fucking belt to ass, man.
Did John?
There's context why Cena lost that match. God damn it,
RVD had help.
Did John Cena win the match? Did he win?
bro. Mickey, sign Mickey.
You said sign?
Bro, are we leaving? Bro, Mo, look at me right now and tell me RVD from coast to coast, post to post was putting belt to ass the entire time.
Hell no. That was a very evenly
He was
battled
not
match.
putting no belt to ass.
Did John Cena win?
Home
Who won that
sign
match?
Mickey,
Aye,
sign Mickey.
You keep doing this, Cam.
This is
You keep
Mickey.
doing this to yourself.
Who won that match?
Can we have another sign that says Mickey as fuck?
I'll make one. I got you.
Bro, this is Mickey. You know damn well right why RVD won that damn. RVD was gonna lose.
All I know is that Rob Van Dam got the 3 count. Therefore, in my definition, therefore to me, he got the 3 count. So therefore to me,
Chris, make a Mickey Mouse logo right now next to the bring back bullying shit. Make a Mickey Mouse logo. Draw that big circle and draw the 2 circles at the top of that circle. You're fucking Mickey Mouse. He did not put no belt to ass.
John Cena did not walk out with the Van Dam won.
Oh my god!
Who won the match?
How did he win the match, Cam?
And something, but who won the match?
You proving that it was not belt to ass. Cena was about to put belt to ass.
That's like saying Shawn Michaels put belt to ass on Undertaker at Hell in a Cell.
I mean,
What are we doing?
No, literally, bro.
Oh my! Continue your explanation.
Did Seth put belt to ass to Dean in Hell in a Cell?
I mean, Dean ain't winning. Dean ain't winning.
Oh,
Continue. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Mickey.
No.
Mickey, bring back bullying.
Hey, Dean ain't winning. So just talk about that.
Oh my god.
Fucking Christ,
That's like y'all said
dude.
Hulk Hogan put belt to ass on me at All Stars. He didn't. He just won.
I don't know.
I mean, we all saw the tape. We all saw the tape, bro.
No.
We all saw the tape, bro.
No,
he was comboing your ass.
Yeah, bro. You didn't say a fucking chance.
I had way more health, but that nigga kept climbing out.
Bro,
Lewis, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like excuses.
That sounds like cope. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, cope.
That's exactly what it is, actually.
Copium.
I saw that Hogan was putting belt to ass. I saw that shirt.
Why y'all lying?
I can't finish.
No, okay. No, in all seriousness though, Rob Van Dam, in all seriousness though, Van Dam winning the title at New Year 2006. Just everything about that match, the atmosphere about it, everything about that match was great. The atmosphere was great. You literally believe that John Cena would have walked out of that match with the title, that those fans would have rioted. You actually believe that. So no, it was just the cash in itself. The cash in itself was one of the most remembered cash ins of all time. And for that, so I got that at number 4. So there you go.
Man. All right.
You think
to me, I have Edge in 06 on Cena. It's the first ever cash in. It deserves to be here. I know we say on Rated M that just because you started doesn't mean you have to be Mount Rushmore, but like this one is an exception because it was actually good, unlike most things that start off. This shit was great because you didn't know how Money in the Bank was going to be operated. You didn't know the circumstances that Money in the Bank could be used on. All we know is you cash in for a championship match whenever you want. So we literally did not think you could cash in whenever you actually want. And I really like Money in the Bank cash-ins where not only do they elevate somebody, but they make the loser look strong. Those are the ones I really like. And Cena was bloodied. He kicked out of the first spear. It took 2 spears to beat Cena, so they're keeping Super Cena. And on top of that, I don't think anybody mentioned it, but this cash-in is what kickstarted the greatest feud in the Ruthless Era. Literally, yeah. This was the cash-in that started Edge versus Cena.
Yeah.
And from moment after moment after moment after this was amazing. So it elevated Edge. It made Cena strong. It kickstarted a legendary rivalry we talk about to this day. Because of this cash in, it kickstarted a rivalry that defines an entire era. Like, this literally has so much history within itself. Bro, that's why I got it for.
Perfect. Well, that feeds into my number 3, and let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, bam. Oh, no matches on here. No matches yet. Okay.
Oh yeah, Khris, I like that number 3. I like that.
Bro.
I wanted to put mine higher, but you know what I'm saying. But I know.
My number 3 is Edge in 2006.
Whoa.
What I do?
Whoa.
What?
Cam.
Oh wow.
Cam.
What?
Cam.
Nigga, what?
Cam.
Nigga, what?
You know what's going on, buddy? Are you okay?
You know what you did.
Nigga, you will see my 2-1. You will see.
I know. I'm very confident that I know you're 2-1. I'm very.
Yeah. Now I know. Yeah. Honestly, I think we can figure out the rest of our list at this point.
Cam, are you all right?
No.
Cam, are you all right?
No, my Pacers suck.
Yeah, we knew that.
Go. What do you have, Cam? Go.
Dolph Ziggler from 2013.
Jesus Christ. Rob Van Dam, 06, baby. The match he did not put belt to ass on to win the match, by the way.
Shut up, Cam.
Rob Van Dam won.
Shut up, Cam.
My God. Hey, was he giving Cena work? Yes.
Nigga, who won?
Oh, bro. Again.
Anyway.
Again.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Oh, my God. You know, I'm going to start using that, and I don't want to hear you come after me. I'm going to start using that.
Look, Edge in 2006. Obviously, I think Lewis did it pretty much a lot of justice there.
Yes.
I think, yeah, like you said, just because it's the first doesn't mean it's amazing, but it's just everything about it. It was just so shocking for the time. And honestly, it created one thing that Lewis left off. It created one of the greatest heel peaks we've ever seen. From 2006 to 2009, Edge was the most hated man on the WWE roster.
That man was worse than Satan himself. Oh.
Everyone hated Edge so much, and I think a lot of it stemmed from this Money in the Bank cash in. Obviously, there's the history attached to it. There's the moment itself. It's perfect. It's damn near perfect, and I think just the two above it are just even more perfect. So
I got Damian Priest at my number 3. I really loved the payoff that we got, even though it was a little bittersweet, and I'll get to that in a second. I love the payoff that we got, given that he was holding that Money in the Bank for almost a year at that point when he cashed it in at Mania. The part where it's bittersweet, it was on Drew McIntyre, who I still am a fan of, who I still think deserves a proper reign with that championship.
I agree.
But that night solidified Damian Priest as a new star, as a brand new star. The reaction he got when his music hit, Lewis said all that shit, bro. The reaction was some of the best reactions probably the entire weekend, probably of the year. The only other thing that rivaled that was Cody. So I got Damian Priest at 3.
Bro, Samantha Irvin's voice crack fucking gets me. Where she said, Damian Priest is cashing in his Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah, bro. That shit gives me chills, bro.
Bro, because I don't think nobody expected that shit, boy.
No.
I love that cow.
And the cash in helped further Drew and Punk's story. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
It did. Oh, man. The cash in hurt. Oh, man.
Can you get up the damn chair? You ain't got to remind me of the damn score. I know the score. I got the game pulled up. You get up. Yeah.
Belt to ass.
You stupid.
Anyway.
Is Halliburton doing his best Anthony Edwards impression? Not showing up?
Roman Reigns?
Don't worry.
okay.
Don't worry. You know what?
Am I wrong?
We are gracious. We are gracious. We like the city of New York. We don't want to see the city of New York burn down. So
But New York's burning down regardless, win or lose.
Yeah, real shit, boy.
So we
I don't think the world wants New York to make the finals for how bad they're gonna trash the city.
I said we gonna win this at home. This is what we gonna do. We gonna win this at home. Number 3, Dolph Ziggler, 2013. You got somebody on here had a problem with this. I wrote what I wrote, so therefore I mean what I mean. Not Dolph Ziggler, 2013. Probably the loudest pop, probably the loudest pop you will ever hear, or one of the loudest pops you will ever hear. Dolph Ziggler cashed in Money in the Bank. You know what? Yeah, I should have had this at number 1. He saved this from Roberto El Patron, his world heavyweight champion.
Oh my god!
I should have put this at number 1.
But he's the reason. But wait, that Ziggler was still in the world title picture. I mean, Ziggler and Swagger was still feuding for the title.
You can't win them all. You can't.
Okay. Goddamn right.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
He said you can't win them all.
Put that shit on the goddamn plaque, bro.
But this is one of the best. No, I'm not one of the best cash-ins you'll ever see. One of the best cash-ins you'll ever see. I maintain that. I think I was one of the people for the longest that think that Dolph should have cashed in at Mania, but him doing it the Raw after Mania, you can't take that away from him. It's too bad that the follow-up was ass because he legitimately got hurt, so they took the title off him. So it's too bad that the follow-up was ass, but the cash in itself was incredible. So that's my number 3.
I got Rob Van Dam at number 3. It was the first. I'm announcing my cash in, and I'm going to win the title. The environment of ECW One Night Stand 06 is fucking bonkers, bro. You have the heart and soul of ECW in this time frame versus the heart and soul of WWE on an ECW show. Let me tell you, man. A lot of people talk about the ending and how RVD won, but like overall, RVD and Cena were belting each other this entire match. I'm talking about RVD was doing his signature spin kick over the fucking guardrail to Cena. I'm talking about Cena slingshot at RVD's face into a fucking steel chair. Like, boy, fuck you. But yeah, no, this match was fucking phenomenal, and I wish we could have seen what RVD's push would have been like because they were pushing him as a double champion. He's still the only guy to hold the ECW and WWE title simultaneously. But nonetheless, though, just for the cash in and the match is part of the cash in because it was announced to cash in. Shit was great. Shit was phenomenal. One of the most hostile environments we'll ever see, and shit was great, and created a new star, a new world champion in RVD. So I love it.
100%. All right, top 2 time. 3, 2, 1.
Mo, you know ball, bro. You know ball, bro.
Matches.
That means we matching again, bro.
Bro, Mickey.
How?
What you mean?
Oh my god.
What you mean?
Lewis,
all right,
weird,
look.
bro. Stop being weird.
All right, so my number 2, I got Dolph Ziggler in 2013 Monday Night Raw.
My number 2, I also have Dolph Ziggler 2013 Monday Night Raw. Cameron has Edge from 2006 New Year's Revolution.
I have Seth fucking Rollins at.
That's the way it needs to be. That's the way it needs to be. Edge, bro.
I have Seth fucking Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah, like
WrestleMania.
That would sell some money. Yeah.
Seth fucking Rollins. We're on Netflix. Say it. Seth fucking Rollins.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But they still be like leaping shit out for what?
Pisses me off.
And I ask for why.
We're on Netflix, bitch. Fuck them kids.
Yeah, facts.
I understand why you want to appeal to kids. I was a kid watching Edge spear McFoley through fire. Fuck you. Them kids will be all right. Pay attention to what your kids watch. That shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We grew up watching Edge and Lita.
But I grew up watching Abyss fucking hit people with Janice on their fucking heads. You think I give a fuck about
Man.
a little swear?
Fair enough. I don't.
You mean to tell me 5-year-old? You mean to tell me you won't? You mean to tell me, Liddy, you won't move by the last sex celebration by Edge and Lita?
I was. What? No. I'm talking about like
What
keep.
the?
I said keep control what your kids watch because I shouldn't have to suffer because your bitch ass wants your kids to not watch violence.
Yeah, then you're gonna
Maybe
end up like Cam.
they shouldn't watch violence then. That's
Right.
like walking up. That's like walking up to Wes Craven and saying, "Yo, do you think you could tone down the stabbing and scream?" Thanks. What the fuck? What? Maybe your kid shouldn't watch it then.
Fucking
Damn.
stupid. Nah, but Dolph Ziggler, 2013, man. I think it's kind of obvious. The greatest pop for a Money in the Bank cash-in we've ever seen. That crowd was insane. I think everyone thought that was going to happen at WrestleMania the night before, but I think it was even better here. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler was the heel here, but like, crowd was so behind him. And it just everything worked here from, again, like Lewis mentioned before, it's really cool when you have those cash-ins where you think the guy cashing in just might not get it done because Del Rio gets him in the freaking cross arm breaker at one point. But then, Ziggler gets it done again to a massive pop. It was so good. It was just so perfect. One of the best Raw after Mania moments ever. One of the best Raw moments ever. Just so well done.
Fuck them kids.
Here to show the world, hits the PA. Michael Cole's going crazy. You see Ziggler, you see AJ Lee, you see Big E making their way to the ring. And bro, like Mo said, they really teased. They really teased Dolph Ziggler losing yet again. Because up until that point, let's just call a spade a spade. That man was a loser in WWE. That was his defining moment in the company to really
respect Ziggler. He's the only man to go 2-0 in contract defenses.
Mickey.
How? The Cena one, yes. The Jericho one, no.
All right, fine. But I love the pop. It's a historic pop. Fuck Del Rio. They really made that. They really made us believe he's gonna retain. Why babyface Del Rio? By the way, it's a sign of the times, bro.
No, Del Rio. The reason Del Rio was a babyface in that time was because he just beat Big Show.
Oh, okay.
And he got a monster pop in that last man standing match when he beat Big Show.
Look here. Dolph, look here. Dolph won.
Talk about
it was not belt to ass. It was not belt to ass, bro.
Bro, he barely survived. Bro, he had to fuck up his injured leg to win a. You had to fuck up an injured person's injured leg to win a match. He did not put belt to ass.
You know what the fucked up part is, bro? Dolph Ziggler has been on record saying he would have had Del Rio kick out of the zigzag.
That's crazy.
To make Del Rio strong? Hell no, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We have a Del Rio kick out of his Del Rio. Del Rio's kicked out of a couple finishers. Never mind. He's kicked out.
Who won the match?
Nigga, talk about Edge.
Oh my! You know what? Next time the Heat win their next games by like a point, I'm gonna just say we put belt to ass. We put belt to ass.
Look at. Speaking of people who put belt to ass, Edge in 2006. Belt to ass on
God, this is a Mickey belt to ass. Man, this is a Mickey one.
Oh my God.
All he did was 2 spears.
That's all he needed.
Yeah, he put belt to ass.
Well, I mean, when Cena's on life support, I guess,
He put belt to ass.
Oh my. All right, go.
Edge in 2006. The first Money in the Bank cash in to me. This is the first one.
Hangman did put belt to ass on Ospreay. You're right.
Hey, he did. Hangman won.
No,
he admitted it though. He's consistent with it though. He admitted it.
God damn it.
Edge. No, the first. You can make the argument the first cash in is the best cash in. Just set the tone. Set the tone for what Money in the Bank was going to be. Edge came out. Cena just survived the Elimination Chamber. Cena just survived 6 men. My favorite Elimination Chamber match of all time, by the way. Cena just survived 6 groups. Cena just survived 5 other men inside the chamber. Edge comes out, and Edge immediately cashes in Money in the Bank. So, yeah, tremendous. So, that's my number 2.
Yeah.
Felt the ass in the Elimination Chamber, too.
Who?
Oh my god.
Cena was put.
Oh yeah, Cena. Well, no, what is it? Cena barely survived that chamber.
To be fair, John Cena did get belt the ass put on him in the chamber.
Oh yeah. Oh, he on him.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
They was jumping that man's. They was jumping that man's. Bro.
We agree.
Carlito was the last guy eliminated. Y'all knew that?
Chris
Yeah, it was
Masters been in
Carlito,
top
Chris
3.
Masters. Yeah.
All right. So the reason I have Seth Rollins at number 2 is because this is the greatest robbery I've ever seen with my own 2 fucking eyes, bro. Because I think everybody going in for sure, with how WWE was booking him, we for sure thought they're gonna give it to Roman. They're finally gonna make Roman champion. It is what it is. And Roman and Brock, they were having a match. The crowd was cheering, and the match was happening. And once you hear that music hit, it's some crazy shit. Because that really added on more layers to the story of Roman and Seth's feud, their story. That Seth breaks up the Shield, and then Seth robs Roman of his main event, of his title win. And like I said, it's the greatest robbery of all time. It's the first and only time a fucking match has changed into a triple threat. Well, not the first and only time. I forgot Drew did it, but yeah, he changed it into a triple threat, and the ending of the match was crazy. Like the ending of the match, had you on your toes, because like Seth was curb stomping Brock the whole time, and Brock was still getting up. And then Seth gets caught, and you're thinking like, "Oh shit, is this where Roman wins because he spears Brock and he's gonna fucking pin Brock?" And then for Seth to pin Roman. Also, what Chris said about CM Punk saying thank you so much, Seth did the same thing to Roman. He whispered in his ear, "Thank you so much."
You could audibly hear it too on the original release.
But in terms of a robbery, I don't think there'll ever be a better robbery cash in than Seth Rollins at Mania 31. That was some bullshit. I mean, look at
that's why possible.
And the best part about it, he lost to Randy Orton early in the night.
Yeah.
We thought he was dead and gone.
So you thought he was cooked. Like, oh, this motherfucker not winning, bro. Like, it'll be different if he beat Randy Orton. It's like, oh shit, it's a great night. It's a great but he lost to Randy and then he cashed it on, but he robbed him.
Someone tell Elon Musk to do something. Someone tell Elon Musk to get his app in order. Look at this right here.
What is this? What is this?
This match card. That. Nigga, what?
Is that the match card with Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss?
Yes.
Brother.
Ew.
But there was some matches that cook. Like I really enjoyed Sheamus and Damian Priest.
Is that Edge and Rollins too?
Edge and Rollins was great.
Yeah, that the main event. I hate Cena and Roman. I don't like it.
Oh wait. I think
I just don't understand Cena hitting an AA and then hitting an AA on the announce table, hitting a super AA. All this happened in the span of a minute and kick out at 2. That shit is dumb to me.
John Cena met himself
that match
in real time. This is shit.
They literally just ran back to. They literally just did the exact same match they did at No Mercy.
Bro, that shit was trash.
Pretty much the same match.
It did have Drew versus Jinder. Ooh.
Oh,
the fuck!
At least the Mysterios and the Usos were cool.
Yeah,
at least that match was fun.
I think our number ones are pretty obvious though. So 3, 2, 1. Bam. 3 agreements and one guy that just wants us to be mad, bro.
Why do you gotta be different? Why you gotta be different?
I'm not different.
I gotta be different,
bro. I'm not different, bro. It's Dolph. It's
Dolph got. I'll say Dolph got an argument for number 1.
Bro, is AA a weak finisher, buddy? Absolutely. You know who's kicked out of the finisher? Finn Balor. That's all you need to know.
Absolutely, it is.
That's all you need. Finn Balor's kicked out of it. That's all you need to know, bro. That's all you need to know.
So I got Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 31 at number 1.
I got Seth Rollins from WrestleMania 31 at number 1 as well.
I have the same thing.
I have Dolph Ziggler Raw after WrestleMania.
Let this nigga go. Always trying to be. Let this nigga go just to be different. This nigga go.
Watch your team get belt. I've watched my team make the Eastern Conference Finals half of my life. I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck. Go. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. You're here for a second time. Congratulations. You're here for. Oh no, actually, you're here for like a third time. Congratulations. Congratulations in your lifetime. Congratulations. I'm happy for y'all. But enjoy that belt. Enjoy that belt. Enjoy that belt. Enjoy that belt. I saw the Heat make the ECF half my life. Congratulations. This is probably weird. Either's normal to me. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're getting belt on the big stage right now. Congratulations.
Same belt that Denver and the same.
We never got belt in the ECF. We never got belt.
No, the same belt that Denver and LeBron put on y'all. That same belt.
Oh, brother.
LeBron put belt on us on game 6. The other 5 games, he was not putting belt on us.
He put belt the ass on y'all.
Jimmy was putting belt on everybody except game 6. Jimmy was fried by then. Jimmy was cooked by then. He had nothing. Jokic, on the other hand, that wasn't belt. That was just planetary.
This guy said planetary.
That wasn't planetary. That was belt. And even then, so I have 2 rings in my lifetime. When I was in elementary school, I saw them shits. Do you have
no Pacers fan has a ring in their lifetime? No Pacers fan has a ring in their lifetime.
Speak on me. Cam, I had LeBron. Bro. I had Wade. I had Bosh. I had Battier. I had Mike Miller. I had Mario Chalmers, motherfucker. I had Ray
Don't forget
Allen.
Birdman. Don't forget Birdman.
I had Birdman. I had all my guys, man.
Norris Cole.
I had Norris Cole, man. We could even go beyond that. I had Hassan Whiteside. I had Gerald Green.
Joel Anthony, bro.
I had Dion Waiters.
Yeah, Joel Anthony.
We could go past the championship teams. We had really good teams after that.
Hassan Whiteside.
He was good with us.
He's better than Halliburton. Anyway, Seth Rollins at number 1.
What the hell?
He was good with us, Cam. After he left us, he was ass.
Y'all remember when Kawhi put belt the ass on y'all?
You remember when Ray Allen hit the greatest shot of all time?
You remember the next year Kawhi put belt the ass?
You remember when KD was crying on his mama's shoulder?
You remember Kawhi put belt the ass?
Remember when we put belt the ass on y'all? Ether. Let's go. Illmatic.
3 times. 3 times actually.
Paul George, his game was cute. He had a cute couple games, you know. It was okay.
Still lost.
Roy Hibbert was the main guy we were scared of. We were scared of Paul George.
That's crazy.
Mainly because we didn't have a big. We didn't have a true big. So
yeah, Chris Bosh is the center playing small ball. But yeah, Seth Rollins, number 1, WrestleMania 31. I think it's a case of WWE. I've said it before. WWE put themselves in a really bad corner because it was either Brock's part-time reign continues or Roman wins, and not many people wanted either option. And the way that they did it, just having Seth come out, you flipped, you took a match that was already good and you made it legendary.
Yes.
Like it saved what was going into the show going to be a bad ending. And just Seth coming out, the cash in, the head cannon of Seth screwing Roman again after months after the Shield broke up. It just all of it worked. Seth winning was a result that people wanted. It worked. Everything worked here. The fact that it was the first time anybody had cashed in at WrestleMania, to me, this was the greatest WrestleMania ending ever, and up until WrestleMania 40.
Was it the greatest ending?
You a hater.
Was it the greatest ending?
Fuck you, nigga. Yeah, it's just I don't know what else to say about it. I love this moment.
Hell yeah, bro. And you actually took the words right out of my mouth, bro. I was gonna say it took a good match and made it a great match. And as quickly as Seth Rollins was running down the aisle with the Money in the Bank briefcase, that bitch was running back up with the WWE Championship, swinging it around, bro. All-timer moment, heist of the century. From what I can remember, the build to the match between Brock and Roman was not that great. So, like you said, they were kind of fucking themselves over. They kind of needed something like this to make Mania 31 memorable. It was a good show up until then. But Seth Rollins, that cash-in that cash in alone is the reason why people at WrestleMania 31, ranked as high as they do.
Yep.
The greatest ending in history.
Are we sure about that?
Outside of Rock getting belt put to ass, this is the greatest ending in WrestleMania.
When was Brock getting belt put to ass?
Rock. I said Rock.
Oh, Brock was putting belt.
No, I said Rock was getting belt put to ass.
Oh, yeah.
What mania was that? What mania was that?
17, bitch. Come
Tama
on.
Tonga?
Oh.
Yes.
17, bro, them last 3 minutes, it was belt to ass, bro. Last 3 minutes
Definitely
was
was.
belt to ass, bro.
Literally, it was chair to ass. Like, just.
It was chair to ass, stomach, back, fucking rib cage, and belt to
Head.
ass.
Pause.
I also love
If needed.
WrestleMania 15 as well. That's another great one.
Of course you do.
What is that supposed to mean?
Rock got belt. Hey, Austin put belt to ass again. But this is the great. No, this is the greatest cash. No, it's the greatest ending in WrestleMania history. We thought Seth Rollins was fried. I thought that thing was fried. And then he comes out and he wins the title.
Mania 29 had a great ending.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's a great ending. Phenomenal ending.
I mean, Cena did put belt to ass at 29. That is.
That I agree with.
He put
Carry his old decrepit ass.
He put
Oh,
belt
my
to
God.
ass, he put belt to ass.
Explain Dolph Ziggler.
He put,
Yeah, let's go. The reason why Dolph Ziggler is number one, the environment. Holy shit, boy. Oh my God. This was Bailey, but 45 on steroids. You feel me? But it was just like I said, to me, I mainly have a 1 because of the environment it was in. The fact that just I don't know what it was, but they treated it like it was an actual match. Whenever Ziggler had any offense in, they blew up. And the environment was crazy. And when Ziggler got that 3 count, that place fucking erupted. Dolph's celebration after gives me chills. And knowing that we have Jack Swagger in the rearview mirror is not fun. But to me, it's the best environment for Money in the Bank cash in. To me, it's the best environment.
I get that for sure.
Mania 2000 is great. Yeah.
That in a sentence is disgusting.
Listen, bro, I'm in the process of watching it, bro. I'm on my 2000s binge, bro. I'm struggling. I haven't gone back to it because it's so ass, bro.
Oh man, you haven't watched WrestleMania 9 yet.
Oh no, we did on stream.
Yeah, we did on stream.
We did.
Oh, you haven't watched WrestleMania 1 yet.
No, I haven't.
Don't worry about it. Don't bother.
Oh, can't say wrestles my view. Oh no, he's talking about Swagger. Oh, he's talking about Swagger.
Oh wow.
to be like this.
Michael Davis.
I want him banned. I want him
No. Michael
Banned
Davis
is
is the homie, bro.
crazy.
You're good. I got you, bro. You got you.
Instead of banned, chat. Make sure y'all like up the stream, man. As y'all see, this is everybody's top 10, bro. Yeah, I think we all had pretty solid lists.
I think I got the best.
Yeah, I want to make. I want to say I hate Cam's placement on a lot of things.
I think I got the best one. I think
No, the fuck you. Why is 09 not above 08 for Punk? What the fuck? What the fuck is 09 not the better cash in?
Shut up, nigga. I think
Is 09 not the better cash in for Punk?
Yo.
I think I got the best one.
It don't matter what you talk about. You talk about walking his bitch ass to the ring. You talk about the actual cash in, and you talk about what it did for the careers of what happened after the cash in.
I mean, Punk put belt to ass on both. That's crazy.
Belt to ass.
I ain't gonna lie, he was owning Jeff the entire feud, boy. He really was, boy. He Jeff's father, bro.
Relax.
Yep.
Relax.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we all did amazing on this list. Chat, y'all let us know who y'all think has the best list. I will put it in the Discord as well if you want to check it out later. Speaking of Discord, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat before we get up out of here.
Dead people.
Okay.
I see dead people.
Chat, within the next 30 minutes, bro, I'm gonna be going live on Twitch, bro. You can get at me. I got my name right here, Pandemonium. It's the same as YouTube, same everything. We going live with part 2 of Marvel's Spider-Man from 2018. It's gonna be good ass.
You excited, Chris?
I'm excited. You want to know why I'm excited, bro? Because motherfuckers are off work tomorrow.
Oh, so wait, how long you gonna be
Big
streaming?
W.
More than last night, hopefully.
More? So you go? What's the aim?
I went like hour 45 last night. I'm looking for like 2.5 to 3 tonight.
2.5 to treat Cam. I looked on your YouTube and I don't see a video uploaded. What's wrong with that?
The video should be there. I don't know what the fuck.
What your shit is what Mo puts in the description, right?
Yeah.
And it's Buckshot Graps, right?
Yeah, it should be there.
I'm gonna look it up. Buckshot Graps, right?
Wait a minute. Chat, was he just doing the dance and I didn't notice it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Sign
Yo,
up.
the chat just snitched on you, bro. I wasn't even paying attention to you.
Cam, yeah, you don't have any videos up.
That's weird. It should be up there. I swear.
Do you have your videos on private?
I might.
Oh, it might be unlisted. Yeah, it might be unlisted. You gotta double check that.
But it's
Don't unlist all of them out at once. You might as well just be like, this going.
Yeah, man.
This is where we plug in our shit. I will be going live on Saturday and Sunday from now on. So that leaves open space for Mo to take Fridays if he fucking wants after SmackDown. But I have
Probably not this week, but
I got Saturday and Sunday. I will be starting TMNT 07 on the 25 game challenge by the end of the year. We've already completed 2, The Incredibles and Teen Titans, but we will be streaming on Saturday and Sundays from now on. But am I good for Friday night? Shit. Friday night's open. I think you should talk to Mo,
Yeah.
see what Mo
no,
wants.
it's
to do.
open this week for sure. It's open
This
because
week?
I'm working 24 hours straight. So
Oh, word. All right, so yeah, K-Rob, I guess you good for Friday night, but
that's all you.
yeah, no, like I said, I got Saturdays and Sundays, so I'm doing that. Chris is doing. I gave Chris Thursdays, because Chris wanted to do that.
Wednesdays and Thursdays.
He got Wednesdays and Thursdays. That's lit. And yeah, so follow all of us on everything.
On everything. Bro.
Mo, did you do the poll from earlier?
I did do the poll. So officially, the next watch along for the Money in the Bank retro watch along we'll have this weekend is officially, drum roll please. Money in the Bank 2016.
All right,
I'll
so
fuck with
what
it.
time are you guys stream? Is that on Saturday?
I was gonna ask you because I wanted to do it before your stream.
What? I mean, I don't care. You can have it at any time, and I'll just stream after.
Yeah,
Well, I was thinking probably like 5.
That's fine. That's cool.
I will go back and look at the video. I don't know. It's weird. I have comments on there from like Spanish.
Did you upload it on the Buckshot Grabs?
Yeah, I uploaded it on there.
I'm being serious. I'm not seeing it.
I think I did it on.
Let me see if I can see it.
Bro, I promise I'm not seeing it.
Let me go back and see what's up. But I'm almost.
All I see is Isaiah Buckshot Grabs.
Yeah, that's weird.
It said follow Cam on OnlyFans.
That's why
Oh
I
no.
have it right here. But let me go back and see what's wrong. 'Cause I have it right here.
Oh yeah, you have 11 likes. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see,
yeah, I
Matt
don't-
Thunder said
I
he
don't
not
see it
seeing.
either.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you only share it to a select few?
No. Okay, all right. I'll go in and see what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I'll go in and see what's wrong. I'll go in and see what's wrong. And I'll go in and see what's wrong. I don't know why that is the case. Don't be mad at me, folks. My first time using, my first time uploading to YouTube. So I'm kind
Like we said, chat, follow all of us because now not only are we doing our shit together, but if you have a favorite that you have on this pod, you can follow them on their socials. Whether that's Chris, whether that's Mo, obviously you must be following Mo.
okay.
Whether it's Cam, whether it's myself, you got a favorite, follow us on the description or whatever. We got that. So
Okay, it was listed as unlisted, so look at it now.
all right, let me see
Let's
it.
see.
Let me see this shit. Still nothing. I don't see it. Hold on. View channel. I still don't see it. It's not up here.
It's weird.
You might just have to close the app, come back to it. It'll be up there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it again. Hold on.
As it said, it was unlisted, so I moved it to public. But
Nope.
Yep, I see it. I see it.
I still don't.
Yeah, it was just made. It said it was just made public 32 seconds ago. So
I still don't. I closed my app and everything.
Okay.
I know it says one video, but it's the one video is not showing up.
yeah, it's there for me. It's there for me.
That's weird. Okay, all right. Anyway, I don't know why that is, but
All right, now I see it. Now I see it. Now I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we
All
go.
right, let's go.
Yeah, chat. Appreciate y'all for watching episode 80 of the Rated M podcast, man. Cam keeps doing the dance. Chris, get the sign. We appreciate y'all for watching.
Just close out. I can't hear.
I'm
shit.
on that
Just
CJ
close
show
it out, bro.
strip.
I'm just gonna do this.
Jesus Christ, what is happening?
Oh, CEO.
No, that's you don't even know how to do it right.
CEO.
All right, we'll see y'all on the next one. Make sure to tap in with all the extra stuff on the channel. Be good to each other, be safe, and yeah, y'all have a good one. I despise Cam.
Bye, guys. We'll see you.
Yeah, Chris, let them know what to do.
Bring back bullying, motherfuckers, especially on Cam.
Bang!
Facts.